Evan Roberts. Tiki Barber. It's Evan and Tiki on WFAN, The Fan, 101.9 FM, and always live on the free Odyssey app.
I'll tell you, for a fan base that remembers the Charles Smith Memorial and John Starks for getting out of shoot in Game 7.
Who were they?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if bad moments can be erased by good moments, but last night at Madison Square Garden, the New York Knicks did something that as you sit here all these hours later, you understand because you saw it, but it's still kind of nuts. The greatest comeback in the history of the NBA Finals. I'd even push it further and say it's the greatest comeback you'll ever see in the NBA, period. And it puts the New York Knicks, the loser New York Knicks, who haven't won a title in 53 years, one solitary win from an NBA championship. You get any sleep last night?
Not barely, because I was on a plane coming back, so I was listening to this on the radio for a lot of it, especially when they were down 29. But here's my biggest, it's not even a gripe, because I can't even fault Knicks fans, because I could see if you were not a Knicks fan, so this is Evan and Sean, this is who I'm talking to, or the myriad of people outside of New York who are watching this and seeing the endless, because it will be endless coverage of this Knicks Game 4 victory, whether it's in San Antonio or Los Angeles or wherever the hell you are so annoyed with the Knicks fan right now because they are unbelievably giddy. And I keep hearing, what did I just witness? You know what you just witnessed. You just watched it. Why ask a rhetorical, facetious question when you know what just happened? And by the way, you've known that this is who this Knicks team is for the last month and a half. Let's not forget in Cleveland, they were getting BTA. Right? We remember that, right?
At the Garden,
they
Game
were
1.
BTA.
Yes.
And what did they do?
Came back.
They came back and they fought their way back, and they don't get flustered. They don't get quitty. They don't say, you know what, it's not our day. We'll get them tomorrow. That's not this Knicks team. This Knicks team is, we are going to grind you until you quit. You want to mock us? We're going to embarrass you, not by mocking you back, but by whooping your ass. That's who this Knicks team is. And they've been this way for a month. So stop it, Knicks fans. Stop saying, what did I just witness? You just watched a team that has been doing this for a month do it again to an inexperienced, undercoached team from San Antonio who don't know how to win. They've had double-digit leads in every game, Evan.
Yeah.
This series, in theory, should be over the other way. But the Knicks don't quit. The Spurs don't know how to finish. And that's exactly what happened. So don't tell me I don't know what happened. You know what happened. You've watched it for the last month.
Tiki, I'll tell you, I watched that whole game last night and then replayed it in my head 15 times. I still don't know what happened.
Yeah, you do. The Spurs got very comfortable. They made 14.
Yeah.
Like dudes who don't even shoot were making 3-pointers for the Spurs. 14 made threes in the first quarter. You know what that does? Makes you feel good about yourself. Makes Wemby start going, I'm in your head, Mitch. I got you, Mitch. I'm in your head. He's a cocky ass, Wemby is. Yes. He really is. He is. There's no humility in his game. And the problem, just like Jeremy Shockey pointing to the scoreboard against the San Francisco 49ers in 2002, is that when it comes back to get you, nobody feels sorry for you. Everybody says you deserved it. Wemby, you deserved to miss 2 free throws at the end. You deserved to get punked and shoot 2 for 11, whatever it was in the fourth quarter. You deserved everything you got because you put it way out there before against a team and the Knicks who were committed to winning every moment. Every moment. And the Spurs weren't. And they started taking ill-advised, hey, man, I made 6 of these in the first half. I can make another one. I can make another one. I can make another one. Right?
Yeah.
You can't keep shooting threes when you don't make them.
3 for 17 in the second half.
They regressed below their mean.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're going to come back average. They went below their mean because they got comfortable. They don't have a killer instinct. You know who has a killer instinct? The New York freaking Knicks. And you've seen it for a month. So stop asking yourself, what did I just watch?
I think sometimes
you know what you just watched.
You watch something that you understand because you're right about a lot of the things you said about this Knicks team all year long. But it's still surreal. I mean, they were down by 29. Like, I know it's the NBA and no lead is safe. We all know that. But 29-point leads, Tiki, tend to be safe.
Yeah, the math doesn't math.
Right.
It's just not enough. It's like in football. You're like, there's not enough possessions for you to come back by 31 in the fourth quarter. Unless you do Denver against the Giants. I mean, but you know what I mean.
No,
like, it's impossible.
But I think,
but it wasn't because of how poorly
I understand.
the Spurs play. And you know what the Knicks do? They do this to everybody. They did it to the 76ers. They did it to the Cavaliers. They did it to the Hawks in this playoff series. When they get down, they play faster. They play with urgency. And why? Because it messes almost cursed it. It messes up the math. Right? All of a sudden, we don't have enough possessions until we start playing fast.
Yeah.
And now we do.
Yeah, I got an email in the second quarter of this game from a Knicks fan who was mocking me at himself by saying, Evan, you're big on it's mathematically over, I can leave. When is this game mathematically over? Now, obviously, in the NBA, with as many possessions as one can get, with the proliferation of the three-point shot, it was never mathematically over. But when you're down by 29, it feels over. And listen, I sit through February NBA games, November NBA games. The kind of game we saw last night, that ain't normal.
Yeah.
That's not like something you see on a typical February night.
Okay, but tell me this. When it got to 81-65.
When it got to 15 at the end of the third quarter, 90 to 75, you want to go with that?
Yeah, whatever.
What did I think?
90 to 75.
I'll tell you exactly what I thought, and this is a credit to the engine that never goes, like OG Anunoby and even Jalen Brunson, who played every minute.
By the way, can I congratulate you real quick?
What'd I do?
You called the MVP.
Oh, OG is the MVP?
Good job.
I nailed that one. Yeah, that's true. Jalen Brunson, I apologize, outside of 8 seconds, played every minute of the second half. Okay? Every minute of the second half. The engine that never leaked.
Yeah.
And so when the Knicks cut it to 15, and I think this is a day where we can be real, we can talk to each other. There's a lot of people, some of your favorite hosts, gave up last night. We'll hear about that later. Some fans listening, and I know you did, shut the game off last night. You know who you are out there. But honestly, what I thought when the Knicks cut it to 15 was they're just not going to have enough to finish.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen this before. You talk about watching the NBA in January. I've seen teams make comebacks from 29 down, and then when they get it to 5 or they get it to 3 or even when they tie the game, they just run out of gas. And what's amazing to me, and this goes back to your point, the team that ran out of gas was the other guys.
Right.
Victor Wembanyama went to the free throw line, and he is an automatic from the free throw line and missed 2 as if he was freaking Mitchell Robinson. And he did that with 1:47 to go.
Right. Who was
And he
whose head
did
hit?
it right after Josh Hart came very close, and he knows this, to writing his name down in Knick history for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
And Victor Wembanyama, Mr. I'm in your head, said, I got you. Because those 2 missed free throws were stuff that cannot happen from great players.
Nope.
Jalen Brunson, on the other hand, who, again, played every second. I know he missed the last shot, quote unquote, and it was not a shot I would have taken.
I know, but
think about all the shots he made.
A 31-footer over Wemby.
The only reason I hesitated, because I went back and forth on if I like the shot, if I don't like the shot. Here's what I like about the shot. I like giving my team time to crash the boards and win on a tip.
And by the way,
that's what happened.
And by the way, this is why you like the shot, because people
For that reason
are going to criticize this. We haven't said this yet. Mitch Johnson is getting grossly outcoached in critical moments in this series. Mike Brown, I don't know if he told Jalen or if he tells Cat this, but in Game 3, the reason the San Antonio Spurs won is because Wemby stayed in the paint. So you weren't getting easy layups by Jose Alvarado at the rim. You were terrified to go in the paint. In Game 1, in Game 2, in those first 2 games, Wemby was out on the perimeter, right? It's why the Knicks outscored the Wemby-led Spurs in the paint. The Knicks outscored them in the paint. Think about that. It doesn't make any damn sense, right? And it's because Wemby's on the perimeter. In this game, when Cat, who was in foul trouble, comes back in the game, he's guarding Wemby on the perimeter. So as soon as they inbound the ball, they don't mark OG. They don't mark the inbounder. They let him do whatever the hell he wants. And Wemby is on Jalen Brunson.
He's got no chance to crash the boards on that.
Forget crashing the board. Jalen Brunson is going to shoot. Because you know what's going to happen? the Knicks are going to get the rebound.
No, and that's why I'm mixed, because even though it's not the greatest shot in the world, you want to give yourself time for that.
100%.
Like, I hate holding for the last shot unless it's a different scenario. But when you're
Jalen's smart as hell. Let's not minimize how basketball IQ smart he is.
No doubt.
As soon as Wemby came on him, he said, "I'm shooting."
And think about this.
He didn't hesitate. He didn't try to he didn't try to juke. He didn't try to jump step. He didn't try to get him up and draw the foul. As soon as he came out to him, he took the shot.
Jalen Brunson played every minute but 10 seconds in the second half of this game, and he was not gassed. Victor Wembanyama was gassed.
Right.
We saw it at the end. And so usually when a team makes a ferocious comeback like the Knicks did, and this is why, I'll be honest with you, I thought the Knicks would make it interesting. I didn't think they'd tap out the way Atlanta did, Philly did, and Cleveland did, because the first half was like watching the opposite Knicks, right? It was like watching one of those blowouts, except the opposite. Well, but the biggest difference to me always was the Knicks aren't tapping out the way the other three are.
I don't know. So if you watch the first, let's go rewatch it. The Spurs made every damn shot.
Well, that's what the Knicks did in a lot of those blowouts. Landry Shamet's making every
The Knicks made every shot.
Yes.
I mean, the Spurs made every shot.
Much like the Knicks did.
The Knicks had good looks. They missed them.
No, I get you.
And so it was like you knew eventually it was coming back to the mean. And the problem with the Spurs is they went below their mean. And that's because they stopped playing fundamentally sound basketball. And as you mentioned, they likely got exhausted.
Yeah, well, if you look back at the first half, it was more the Spurs shooting the lights out than anything, because the Knicks shot 41% from the field, which is not great, but not the worst. They were 4 for 12 from 3. They were sloppy with the basketball, and the Spurs were lights out. They were 14 for 26 from 3.
Right.
That's what led to it, but the Knicks responded, and I always figured they'd respond. I just was surprised, and this is where I still can't believe what I saw, Tiki, as much as you hate it, is that ultimately they didn't run out of gas. They executed down the stretch once they erased that deficit.
When have they?
Well, I understand, but how often are they down by 29?
I'm not even talking about that.
Even in the Cleveland game wasn't like this.
When have they run out of gas? We talked about it in the postseason when the other team is in a dire straight situation. The Knicks play better.
Yeah.
Every single time.
No, I get it.
And so doesn't it stand the reason that when they're in a dire situation that they're going to play better? Of course.
Well, let me ask you this, and this is for the Knicks fans as well. We'll talk to you throughout the day. We'll sprinkle in a ton of your phone calls, and every aspect of this game will be touched on, because trust me, there's a million things to get to. I wrote it all down. It's a list of 150 things. The toll-free number, as you know, 888-808-1019. For you then, when did you know the Knicks were going to come back and win this game? When they got it to 15, you knew?
No. I was also thinking like you that, damn, this is awesome. They're going to get right there and then not be able to do it.
It's tough to close a game like this.
They're going to get right there, and De'Aaron Fox is going to get a breakaway and, pull the ball out.
I know.
Pull it out, dude.
I know.
Either take a better shot or get fouled, and you're going to win by 3 or 4. That's what I felt was going to happen.
Yeah.
And it took a confluence of ignorant, dumb plays by the 76ers, including
Spurs.
I mean, the Spurs.
But I understand why they reminded you of them.
by the Spurs missing free throws, trying to drive to the rim to be the hero, all the De'Aaron Fox getting blocked by OG. Like, all of those things had to happen for the Knicks to win this game. And so, yes, it's on the Knicks, but it's also on the Spurs folding at the wrong time.
No doubt. It's very similar to the Cleveland game. Anytime you're going to get an epic comeback like this.
I didn't know they were winning, to answer your question.
I got you. Okay.
I didn't know. I thought they'd get close and then fall short because the Spurs would just be smart in the clutch, and they weren't.
I don't think anyone actually thought the Knicks were going to win. Like, I know our guy Tommy kept saying, don't worry, we'll come back, but I love him. But he always says that. So I don't know if I can give him credit for that.
The boy who cried wolf.
He is a little boy who cried wolf, so I almost give him like partial credit for it. I don't know. But I think most Knicks fans thought this is just not our night, and the panic was going to sit in. But when you have a comeback like this, keep this in mind. From 29 down, from 27 at the half. I mean, we go through all these numbers. They're ridiculous. It takes, like you said, a confluence of everything.
Yep.
Not only do you need to be great, and the Knicks were great, but you need an opponent to suck. And yes, part of that sucking was the Spurs, with the Knicks doing defensively, like give them credit.
Right.
But ultimately, this is a Spur team that made 8 shots in the second half. They had more turnovers in the second half than field goals made. Yeah. Hello, James Harden.
By the way,
as a team,
you want to throw stats? This one baffled me. With 9 and change left in the game, the Spurs scored 11 points. The Knicks scored 31.
That's all you need to know?
31 in 9 minutes.
No, I get you.
It doesn't calculate. We were talking about the math earlier. It doesn't make sense unless you play elite basketball at the most critical times. And that's, back to my original point, that's who this Knicks team has been the entire postseason. We shouldn't be surprised by it.
No.
Because they've been doing it for 2 months.
We shouldn't be surprised by the way they played, and they were electrifying, but you also need breakdowns. Mm-hmm. And the San Antonio Spurs supplied a few of those. The Wemby missed free throws, probably number one.
Right.
But maybe a 1A is De'Aaron Fox, like you talked about, not understanding the moment, not understanding the clock, not understanding the situation. I think he saw pay grass, to use an NFL term. I think he saw...
It's pay dirt.
Pay dirt? I was close.
Sure. Well, I mean, I get it. You know what? I'm gonna excuse Evan on that one because there is no dirt on football fields.
Thank you. So, he saw the pay dirt. He saw the end zone. He saw an easy layup. He did. And remember this, Knicks fans, who blocked his shot that day. Who came out of freaking nowhere to take a De'Aaron Fox layup that would have given the Spurs a 3-point lead and said, not tonight. You know who did it? The MVP of the NBA Finals, and you know him well as OG Anunoby. The thing about OG, and it became obvious last night because he hit one of the biggest shots in New York sports history, is that he does the little things. Mm-hmm. He's been doing the little things all series long. So when I made that point to you after game 2 that OG was the MVP, I was being cute. I was talking about all the dirty work things he was doing. Now he's made it obvious.
Right.
Because now he's taken the dirty work and put it up there with an iconic moment in Knicks history. So, Knicks fans, enjoy your day. We got a lot to talk about. Everything that went down in Game 4. And, oh, by the way, there is a Game 5. We'll get to that coming up, plus your calls at 888-808-1019. We'll play a game on who called it best. We'll hear from Mike Breen. We'll hear from the Knicks radio team. And we'll hear from Tommy Lugauer. And we'll get an idea on who called those final iconic moments best. That's all coming up. Plus your calls at 888-808-1019. It is time for the Yankee Turning Point of the game. First call to correctly identify yesterday's Turning Point at 866-540-WFAN. 866-540-9326. You receive a $100 Wendy's gift card from our friends at Wendy's. Eat great even late at Wendy's. And your flagship station for New York Yankee baseball, The Fan. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you, at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires. From Connecticut to Maine, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Who out there loves soccer? I do. I'm a big Liverpool fan. But it's the World Cup. It's World Cup time. Let's go Team USA, United States men's national team. They're opening against Paraguay next weekend, or actually this weekend, 9 p.m. The World Cup is going to take over New York and New Jersey, obviously being played out of MetLife. But you guys know that the business students at NJIT are using innovative tech to put you, that's right, you, right in the middle of the action. The students over there at Martin Tuckman School of Management are the leading edge of business technology and have built the ultimate digital hub for the tournament. You got to check this thing out. It tracks real-time fan sentiment to see how loud your city is. So you can share it with your mom who might be down in Virginia or your uncle who's out in California to see how loud these cities get. You can be a part of the data. Be a part of the game. Visit njit-worldcup.com. That's njit-worldcup.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Surfside Iced Tea and Lemonades plus vodka. It's not a seltzer, it's a Surfside. It's also sponsored by JAG Physical Therapy. JAG Physical Therapy is now open in Kearney, New Jersey at 206 Bergen Avenue. JAG PT's expert physical therapists help patients recover faster, move stronger, and get back to the life they love without pain holding them back. Make an appointment at jagpt.com. That's jagpt.com.
A season like we've never experienced once again produced magical moments as what began as a Madison Square massacre turned into a Madison Square miracle, with the Knicks completing the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. They are now one win away from completing a dream season and will look to close it out on the road Saturday night in San Antonio. Will they bring a championship back home to New York? The latest breaking Knicks news, the biggest Knicks opinions, and the most trusted voices delivering them all live here. Your home for New York sports is 101.9 FM WFAN.
Summer's newest drink is here. Meet Super Light, a refreshing vodka plus aid canned cocktail with only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles. Whether you're hitting the green or kicking back with friends, Super Light is here to fuel the moment. Grab a variety pack or your favorite flavor at stores and bars near you. Must be 21 and over. Please drink responsibly.
Your New York Knicks are back in the finals, and BetMGM is here for their legendary run. Get in on the championship series with odds boosts, same-game parlay boosts, and more. Whether it's another clean sweep or Knicks in 7, BetMGM offers a star-studded lineup of markets for the finals, including live bets, props, and original bets. And if you're looking to call the shots with the same precision as the Eastern Conference champions, early cash out will be offered on select bets to give you the flexibility to take your payout early. Join the Knicks and BetMGM on this march towards a ticker tape parade. Let's go Knicks! BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 years of age to wager and physically present in New York only. New and existing customer offer, subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Spring is winding down, but pest season is just getting started. Mosquitoes, ticks, ants, and wildlife are becoming more active across the greater New York area as summer temperatures rise. Enjoy your summer, not the pests. J.P. McHale Pest Management helps protect your home, family, pets, employees, and customers all season long. With local offices in the New York metropolitan area, their local experts are ready with seasonal residential savings and free commercial inspections. Visit nopests.com. That's NOPESTS.com. J.P. McHale Pest Management, not just good, guaranteed.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
The savings are coming!
Wow! He showed up just in time.
It's America's 250th birthday. We're celebrating a month early at Nielsen Dodge.
By giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S 4-door 4x4, just $249 a month. Leased with loyalty for just $229 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at NielsenDodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Make this the summer event.
With approval, term 36, 24 months, due at sign, everyone 5844 with loyalty 5824. Add tax tag 498 doc and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Trade the basketball finals on Kalshi. New York is currently trading at 78% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $120 if they win the series. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything.
This is the Game of the Week report, brought to you by Hyundai. The Men's College Baseball Champions Series is here, taking place June 12th through 21st in Omaha, Nebraska. This weekend, we'll see the final 8 teams compete in a double elimination bracket before advancing to the best-of-3 championship series for the title.
The Game of the Week report is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Learn how it's so much more than just another SUV at HyundaiUSA.com. While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent, the future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation, and neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. And we're still doing it every day because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Hi, this is John Starks. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises, and no money down. See ya at John Starks Kia in Queens.
The savings are coming!
Wow! He showed up just in time.
It's America's 250th birthday. We're celebrating a month early at Nielsen Dodge.
By giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S 4-door 4x4, just $249 a month. Leased with loyalty for just $229 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Make this the summer event.
With approval, term 36-24 months, due at sign, everyone $58.44 with loyalty $58.24. Add tax tag $498 doc and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
If we're being honest, guys in this town, pretty confident. And hey, that's not a bad thing. But are you willing to put it to the test? California Cryobank is looking for healthy men to become sperm donors. You can earn up to $2,400 a month. Plus, get free health and genetic screenings. And more importantly, you're helping families who can't do this on their own. So if you really think you've got it, and you know who you are, put it to good use. Apply now and see if you qualify. Check out spermbank.com to learn more.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
Get the scuttlebutt on your favorite team, the Fan, on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Your call is about to come. The Knicks with a night no one will soon forget where they were watching this game. In front of diehard Knicks fans like Taylor Swift, Brady Cook, and Tyler Nubin, New York erased a 29-point deficit as the Knicks off an OG Anunoby tip-in win 107-106.
And I mentioned this to you yesterday, like the Yankees had time to fly back from Cleveland, go to the game, and then go to Toronto. Aaron Judge was in the building.
Yeah, and there was somebody that looks exactly like Anthony Volpe sitting behind Taylor Swift.
But it wasn't Anthony Volpe.
I'm hoping it wasn't.
All right, let's get right to your telephone calls, 888-808-1019. Let's start it off with Kyle in West Orange, New Jersey. Good morning, Kyle.
Good morning, everyone. I'm 58 years old, and I need to tell you I've been a Knicks fan for a long time. And, Tiki, I have something to say to you. I can't believe I just saw what I think I just saw. I can't believe it just happened.
Hey, you know what, Kyle? You can say you don't believe it, but don't say what. What just happened? It's not what. It's I can't believe it, but what it just happened.
No, Tiki, they were done. They were cooked. They were cooked.
When have they ever been cooked? Kyle, when has that ever happened?
This was barbecuing, okay? 29 points in our own the Garden was quiet. It was over. I told my wife, I said, I can't take this anymore.
It's never over
she
with this team.
She woke me up.
But you know this.
She said,
Kyle,
you've
watched this whole run.
This is incredible.
Kyle, have you not watched this whole run? When is it ever over?
But this was a number 2 seeded team. These guys are playing. I'm telling you, that Harper,
a young team with a 39-year-old coach.
He's posing. They were posing. I mean, and it was the Jalen Brunson and the OG show. That's what it was.
Kyle, excuse me. Hold on one second. Something is being buried in this conversation. Did you just say you went to sleep and your wife had to wake you up?
Yes, she had to wake me up. I couldn't take it because I work for the city. So she said, "You got to see this. This is ridiculous. This is crazy."
Okay, hold on, Kyle. At what point did she wake you back up? When in the game?
Just before when they handed it in. And OG went and slammed it, and I couldn't believe it.
Oh, my God, she waited until then. So you missed everything, basically.
The whole comeback.
It's a tough...
That means she didn't actually believe it.
Well,
she didn't believe it until...
I'm going to tell you the issue.
It was like right there.
There's an issue that she probably had. I've run into this issue as well. So my dad's a big DVR guy. So it's different than going to sleep, but he's a DVR guy. When I was at Johan's no-hitter, I wanted to call him and break the DVR. But I also didn't want to jinx it. And I think that if your husband or wife went to sleep last night and the Knicks are on a run, you probably don't want to wake them just in case that stifles the Knicks' momentum.
That's right. You don't want to be the jinx.
You don't want to be the jinx.
By the way, you have nothing to do with it.
Stop speaking logically.
I'm a logical person.
Mickey is in Walcott, Connecticut. Hey, Mickey.
Hey, guys. Thank you for taking my call. Man, what a night. Going from dead to rights to being rising like Jesus. I mean, I don't even know how to describe this feeling that I have. I don't, the euphoria that I'm feeling this morning, but what I want to say is kudos to you, Evan. I think OG should be and will be the MVP at this point. There's no denying it, I think. But what I will say is before the series started, I did call you guys and I did say to you guys, I think the double big is going to be what gets us through to a W and ultimately winning the chip. But who would have ever thought, no, it's not the double big. It's going to be the double point guard.
I was going to say, so the double bigs we have never seen other than like short spurts where you need a rebound.
That was unbelievable.
But that's a great point. When you look at the rotations last night, and keep this in mind, and I track this, so I actually have a number to tell you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Mike Brown last night in the first half ran out 18 different five-man combinations in the first half. To give you perspective on that, he ran out 7 in game 2. And by different, I don't mean completely different. I mean changing your lineup. But because of the Catterley foul trouble and because of their struggles, he was trying everything. We saw Ariel Hukporty get minutes when Mitchell Robinson was ineffective. We saw Jeremy Shohan get a chance to play some minutes at the 5. Like, we saw Mike Brown throw everything at trying to figure this thing out. And ultimately, something he did not do until 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, and then he stuck with it for the majority of the fourth quarter, was the Brunson-Alvarado backcourt.
Yeah, that's what changed the game.
And it worked, man.
That's what changed the game.
Big time.
Because Jose Alvarado, he does not give a you-know-what. He is, if he's challenged by whoever, whether it's Wemby, he still has confidence. He's he's going to take the shot if he's open, and he did, and he nailed one of those in critical times. And so it's a lineup that doesn't make sense because it's way small,
but it gets Jalen off ball.
But that's exactly right. Yeah, you can't just beat up Jalen Brunson on the ball like they did in Game 3 for most of the game. And Jose Alvarado he's a dog, man. Like I hate to pull Tommy's words, but that dude is a dog, and he doesn't care. And you need that sometimes, especially in a game like this one where they were so far out of it and needed a dog to bite their way back into it.
You know who I think of when I think of the word dog? It's not Tommy. I think of former Jet running back Ty Johnson. Do you remember Ty Johnson?
Yeah, not enough to remember him as a dog.
No, not him. Not him. I think of him. I'll tell you why.
Why?
When Mike White became a phenomenon, he was the one who's like, oh, Mike White? Mike Bleeping White? He's a dog. He's a dog.
Okay.
And that was like, obviously that term always existed.
Right.
But that's when it became like a thing to me, when Ty Johnson kept calling Mike White a dog. We've got that drop somewhere buried deep. You don't have to look for it.
I wasn't going to.
That's what happens when Sean's running the ship. If Connor's back there, would have found it in 30 seconds.
He would have anticipated because we were talking about it, and it would have been there before we even knew it.
Exactly. Sean is in Stamford, Connecticut. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean.
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
All's well.
I am stunned. Absolutely stunned. But I was thinking about this last night, and I thought of, there are two comparables I came up with. And that is, there was a game again Philadelphia the Giants had in 06, where they were 24 points down and came back to win 37-31 in overtime. And then you had the 96 Yankees, who were underdogs against Atlanta, and we all know what happened there.
Well, okay, well, stop right there, because I know that we're going to make comparisons, and it's funny because yesterday, and you missed this, Tiki, Sean had a great Cinco. His Cinco was the greatest or most memorable Game 4s in championship round history in New York sports.
Really?
And there were tons. There were so many he didn't put on there, and it was tough to argue because there were so many. I think if you just use that as a frame of reference, last night's Game 4 may be number one.
Yes.
Oh, it definitely
Over
is.
anything else we've seen.
You haven't seen it. You've never seen it
It's the
before.
greatest comeback in finals history.
It's 100, and it was at the Garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is there with the Lyrics comeback over Atlanta, though.
I think that's the comparable
That was
one.
the number one yesterday, yeah.
I agree with you because there was a level of desperation last night. Obviously, if the Knicks lose, it's 2-2. The series isn't over by any stretch.
Yeah.
But you would feel like, oh my God, we've lost all momentum. We're going back to Texas. Like the negativity around here would have been through the roof. So even though you weren't going to fall in the series the way the Yankees would have, because the Yankees would have gone down 3-1 if they lost that game, there was that same level of desperation. And baseball's different than basketball, but it was a great comeback. So I do think that's comparable. No offense to your Giant teams. You can't give me any regular season game. I'm sorry.
I believe it was week 3 as well. Plaxico in the end zone. Great comeback.
I mean, come on. To a finals game? There's no comp.
No. It was Giants-Eagles, but
Take a deep breath there, Sean. Even you know.
But I think in that era, Giants-Eagles was more balanced. It wasn't. It didn't mean as much because we would beat them. They would beat us.
It was Tiki's last win in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's still a regular season football game versus Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Unbelievable. By the way, in the next 5 minutes, we will have a little game. We do this every once in a while where we take some of the play-by-play calls and pick which one was better. We've got a couple of really good options. The great Mike Breen, Tyler Murray, who does it on the radio, and Tommy Lugauer, who did it on WFAN last night.
He's a savage. He's a dog. He's an animal.
Thank you. That's Ty Johnson. And he was talking about Mike White. He's a savage. He's a dog. He's an animal.
Look at you, Sean. Good job.
Yeah, it was Kaplan. I'm not even going to take credit.
Good job by Cap. But that's where whenever I hear, he's a dog, I think of Ty Johnson's voice in my head. Let's go to Big Al in Dobbs Ferry. Hey, Big Al.
What's going on, boys?
I
don't know about that guy who fell asleep. That's a little strange if you're a Knicks fan. But the shot heard around the world. It was unbelievable. I was down in D.C. watching it, and the Knicks fans are everywhere. I watched Game 1 in L.A. Absolutely nuts. But you guys stole my thunder.
What the hell do you do, Big Al?
With
You're
Mike Brown.
You're in L.A. You're in D.C. Were you all over the place?
L.A. And you know what? I act a little crazy like Evan. I'm booking trips now to stay out of New York I just booked a trip to Chicago in my office. So I'm so superstitious.
I get you. Hey, smart.
It's been crazy. So Mike Brown absolutely killed it. He stayed with Alvarado, pulled McBride. He is just out-coaching Miss Johnson like crazy. And a similar situation, if you guys remember, the OKC coach in Game 6 was down a lot of points. I think it was 25 or 30, and then 20 in the fourth. And he pulled all his starters, and he played for a Game 7 at home, and it burned him.
Right.
Not Mike Brown. He kept all his guys in there, and he knew that they could come back. And I just feel like you can't give up. You got to, especially with this team,
right?
And it's been awesome to watch.
Well, Big Al, I think you nailed it. Mike Brown knows his team. He knows what he's going to get when he puts Jose Alvarado in a small guard lineup that the Spurs aren't going to know how to defend or be ready for. Like Mike Brown knows his team so well that even though he's trying to kind of experiment, I mean, let's face it, you said it, he was experimenting.
He was throwing everything against the wall.
Right, let's try this.
I mean, you got cat in foul trouble. You're getting your ass kicked. Like, you're throwing everything out there.
But because because during the regular season, you saw some of those guys.
Yeah.
And you saw some of those guys actually play well. Unlike with the previous regime here, Mike Brown had faith. He's like, all right, dude, I saw you in I don't know, game 62. Do whatever. Go do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. I'm sorry. That's why you play your bench all year.
No doubt.
Sorry.
No doubt. Even if it forces you or results in you finishing third in the East.
Yeah. Al, I got a clip for you of Mike Brown that I think will impress you even more than you're already impressed. Same for all the Knicks fans out there, unless you watched every second of his post-game press conference. It's him talking about OG Anunoby. And Mike Brown is about to tell you a story about something he did at shoot-around prior to the game with OG Anunoby. You want to talk about a coach that is really in tune with his players?
Yep.
What if I told you that Mike Brown challenged OG Anunoby before the game? Take a listen to how he challenged him.
I challenged a lot of our guys today, and OG was one of the guys I challenged. I told OG, as big, as strong, as athletic as he is, he's got to be a monster on the offensive glass tonight. I don't know if there was a play bigger than any other play in the history of Knicks basketball. That was a huge offensive rebound. He took on the challenge, and he went and won the game for us, doing exactly what I called him out for, doing shoot around today.
Called him out
for
crashing the offensive glass.
Yeah.
And his crashing of the offensive glass is the main reason. There's a lot of reasons, but the main reason we're all standing here today talking about a Knick win.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
One question.
Sure.
Can I go?
Tiki, I'm calling you.
Thank you, Teach.
Yes.
Why did it take 47 minutes and 56 seconds for him to crash the offensive board? That was his only offensive rebound.
Because the opportunity was given to him.
Okay.
Because he knew if they're not guarding the inbound pass, by the way, the inbound pass was not great, but hey, nice play by Jalen. He knew he had an open lane to the basket to make that play.
Yeah.
And it's almost as if, and it probably
is.
It almost
feels intentional, but I can't say that it was.
No, here's what's intentional. Jalen Brunson is trying to make that shot. And for a second, it looked like it was going in. It looked like Jalen was making a Steph Curry three.
I think he missed it because it was Wemby. If that ball had another 3 inches,
it goes down.
It goes down.
But I think the thought process is, and this is what we talked about at the top, why I don't love the shot, but I understand it. I want to take that shot where there's enough time for me to tip it in and win.
Right.
I don't like waiting until there's a second or two on the clock and just ensuring that that's the last play of the game. I get it.
Yeah,
the
if
risk
it's a
is
tie game, sure.
With tie game, sure. And I get the risk. The risk is San Antonio had a second and a half left. I get it. And the Spurs could have won that way.
Right.
But I still want to give myself an opportunity. So I think in knowing, okay, they're not guarding the inbound pass. I've got OG, who I've challenged all night. This actually makes sense. If Jalen makes the shot, great. Yeah. And if he doesn't, I feel good about my chances.
I still know, and I still feel like that was an improvised play because Jalen Brunson, just being smart IQ, takes the shot because OG comes in bounds, not being guarded, and he's standing wide open on the elbow. Wide open. If Jalen Brunson gives it back to him, OG probably nails the game-winning three.
Probably so.
Because there's literally nobody around him.
Right.
And so he's like, all right, he's shooting. I'm going to start running to the rim. And that's how he gets the rebound. But OG wanted the ball. After he gave it to Jalen Brunson, he wanted it back. Like, I'm here. Give me the ball. He didn't give it to him, so he just crashed the board and got the tip in. So, I mean, it's just good basketball players playing good basketball. That's what that was.
Making the plays they need to.
Right.
And in case anyone is skeptical that Mike Brown just made that story up, OG was asked about, hey, did Mike Brown call you out earlier today? And he's like, yes, he called me out about crashing the glass. So it is a true story. This isn't one of those things like, I don't know, I could see Bobby Valentine making up a story like this. I love you, Bobby. I can see that. Like,
let me craft the narrative to fit what happened as opposed to what we actually did.
Yeah. No, Mike Brown's telling it like it is.
Yeah.
So he, before this game, basically said, I need you to do this. You're tough, you're big, you're strong. And that play, and Mike Brown used a little bit of hyperbole, but I don't think he's that wrong, is one of the most significant plays in the history of Knicks, really, franchise history. Mike's in Rockland. Hey, Mike.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Good. What's up?
Let's go, Knicks, baby! I wanted to say, I'm only 25, right? I'm watching the game with my pop. He's about 55. We're going crazy. I mean, we're down, 29 points. I just keep telling him, listen, 7 minutes left with the Cavs. We did it, all right?
Yeah.
and it was just insane, and I can't believe it. I mean, I cried last night when it happened. I cried in the shower this morning. And then I'm a teacher. I'm at my desk, and I start tearing up again. It's just ridiculous.
Well, believe it or not, Mike, I cried too, just for the opposite reason. But this was a cry-worthy game. I would admit that. I'm an emotional sports fan, so I'm big on tearing up. I would have bawled like a baby if I was a Knicks fan. In fact, yesterday while you were gone, I read a text message that I got from a friend of mine who said he was sick all day. He's so nervous. He can't enjoy this. It's horrible being a sports fan. And we were like, yeah, I kind of get it. Like, that's how it is. He texted me after the game and said, cried like a baby. And he was stunned because he's not a crier.
Wow.
Does not cry after games. But I think that that's one of those games you cry. And I'll tell you another reason why. We have talked, and certainly I've talked over the years at this station, especially with Joe, about to break a drought, it needs to be epic. The Red Sox came back from 3-0 down. Sorry. The Cubs came back from 3-1 down and won one of the greatest Game 7s of all time. We know about the Cavaliers. Like, when you break a drought, I'm not going to say a curse, a drought, it has to be epic.
Right.
I think we were all waiting for our signs from the gods of an epic moment. You got it last night. Game 1 against Cleveland, no.
Right.
The NBA Finals, where you take a 3-1 lead, you're about to go even 2-2 and lose back-to-back games at the Garden. You're down by 29, 27 at the half. Everything that went on in those final few seconds and minutes and possessions, to me, that qualifies as the crazy crap that needs to happen to end the drought.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it. Improbable wins. But again, you can't look at this, and because now people are really planning the parade. Oh, I'm taking my son, doing this, X, Y, and Z. The San Antonio Spurs have had double-digit leads. And in last night's game, an epic double-digit lead in every game.
They have. No, you're right, they have. Yeah.
In theory, that it's not gonna happen. I do think the Knicks are going to win in the series. I think they win in 6. But if you really looked at this thing, the Spurs should have won this thing already.
I think what you are trying to say, tell me if I'm interpreting you right, is, look, the Knicks are up 3-1. As a team, they execute down the stretch.
Right. They're better in the clutch.
You expect them to win one of the next 3 games.
Yes.
That is a firm expectation.
100%.
You are warning the Knicks fan. It's basketball. They have outplayed you at times.
Yes.
The whistle's sort of been on their side. Be careful. And I think that's a fair opinion to have.
That is my opinion.
There's a lot of the parades today, the parades tomorrow. This series is a wrap. I've heard specifically the 2 guys that have said this, because it's not everybody, is Tommy and Craig. Those 2 are like brothers. They have done this series 15 different times. And I get it. They're diehard fans. Maybe that's actually how they feel.
I think it's what they want.
It's what they want.
They're channeling it to happen. So
But
you say it enough times, eventually it happens.
And it probably will.
Of course, I think so as well.
But I think what you're doing is cautioning everyone that even though it feels this close, it is not over quite yet.
Yes. If Wemby could get his head out of his ass and stop gloating and just focus on being the great basketball player that he is, who knows where this series is? He gets so enamored with being good that he stops being good. That's what I see when I watch Wemby.
Wemby is a great player, and maybe I'm being biased, so if I am, slap me across the face. When I think of Victor Wembanyama in the NBA Finals, I'll give you the 4 things I think about.
Go ahead.
Dirty, is it a technical, is it not a technical?
Yep. He's a dirty player.
He is.
There's no doubt about it any longer.
Should I say what I'm going to say?
Go ahead.
Could come across jingoistic.
It's all good.
Foreign players tend to be dirty.
Yeah, because they play with grown men when they're 12 years old.
Maybe that's the reason.
And these grown men beat their asses.
No, I got you.
And then that's how they learn how to play.
You know,
Kid, I'm going to teach you how to be tough.
You know how I feel about Giannis? I'm not going to get into it, but I may not have a ring because of that. So I think that in general.
By the way, I think you're right.
Thank you. Okay. So I think of dirty or not dirty with Wemby. He is. I think of the pass off his teammate's ass. I think of missing a game-winning shot in Game 2. And now I think of the free throws after he's taunting Mitch and saying, I'm in your head. Meanwhile, based on you choking down the stretch, it looks like the Garden's in your head.
Right.
So as great of a player as he is, that's what I think of when I think of Wemby in the NBA Finals. I think of all of these kind of negative thoughts.
I think he's also 22 years old.
I get you.
Think about when you were 22 years old and you were asked to be at the peak of your job and focus for the entire time. You just couldn't do it.
No, it's not easy.
He can't do it. And when he learns to, watch the hell out. But right now, Wemby, he's missing that it. He has it, but he's missing it when it matters.
Knicks fans, if you cried last night, stay tuned. You may cry some more. We'll let you relive the way these final calls were made by some of the great voices in sports coming up in a few minutes. Plus, a ton more of your calls at 888-808-1019. You want to guess the Yankee turning point, or should we skip it today because it's such a Knicks day?
I hate to give it to Volpe. I'm going to say Volpe's double.
All right, I'm just going to play it.
First pitch. Swing on, that'll do it. Fly ball left field. Coming on is Fry. Makes the catch in foul territory. Digging for home. Wow. Here's Grisham. He comes to the plate. Dives head first. He's in there. He touched his hand on the plate. And the Yankees have a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, if not for
just
OG,
because of the slide.
Yeah,
just because of the slide.
I was just saying, if not for OG, that slide is the play of the day.
And congratulations to the New York Yankees. You know what you did yesterday besides sweeping the Cleveland Guardians?
What's that?
You sent them out of first place. The Chicago White Sox are a first-place team in the American League Central. There's no better time than now to upgrade your home with Windorama Summer Savings Event. Save up to 40% off when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation. Shop from home. Let their local certified experts handle it all. A stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in stock inventory, they'll install in just 14 days. Visit Windorama.com and book now.
Travel is always a big part of my life. I was on the road again yesterday, but knowing my family is safe when I'm not with them is of so much importance. That's why I turned to our partners at Slomin's, who recently installed the Slomin Shield Link system, combining safety, convenience, and peace of mind that I can manage right from my phone. So even though I was away, I could tell. Were all the doors locked? Was all the lighting on? Was the garage door closed? Sometimes my wife goes into the garage and just forgets to close it. So I can close it right from Atlanta last night. The technicians at Slomin's will design your system exactly how you need it and how you want it. Experience the future of home security and automation with the Slomin Shield Link system. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME, or go visit slomins.com. Now, gentlemen, or ladies, if you're looking to level up the wardrobe of your man, you got to check out Collars & Co. We all saw them on Shark Tank where they landed a deal with Mark Cuban. They created the dress collar polo that sold over 1 million shirts. That collar never wavers on you. But now they've launched the Maverick Performance Blazer, and this thing is sweet. Sharp, lightweight, completely wrinkle resistant, so it's perfect for travel. In fact, on my travels yesterday down in Atlanta for a game show that you'll hear about, I wore this unbelievably beautiful gray window pane Maverick travel blazer. I had their Apex Performance crisp white dress shirt underneath with Maverick Performance pants. I looked fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see it and see how I did. Just pack it up and it comes out looking fresh. Smart features like security zip pockets, a sunglasses loop, and optional pocket square. So hit up my boys, my good friends over at collarsandco.com. Use code Tiki for 20% off, or stop by their brand new store on 182 Columbus Avenue on the Upper West Side.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
If the Knicks hold on to win the NBA championship, OG Anunoby's game-winning tip-in will join the pantheon of legendary NBA Finals plays, like Magic Johnson's skyhook against the Boston Celtics, Michael Jordan's final shot against the Utah Jazz, Ray Allen's three against the San Antonio Spurs, LeBron's chase-down block against the Golden State Warriors, but OG's play up there with all of them. I'm Nick Costos.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the finals, you're getting robbed. It's time to delete the app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans, not the house. That means more money for you and less for those greedy sportsbooks. It's available in all 50 states. Polymarket is your go-to prediction market for basketball's biggest stage. Download Polymarket in the App Store and use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trade not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah, so green.
USA keeper was decent enough.
Didn't have much to do.
99 minutes.
Not a single goal. Well, Bet365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and get $365 in bonus bets just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Maryland. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month. Or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount, enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org.
7 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This June, don't miss our midweek Money Rush drawing and your chance to win your share of $50,000. Be here on Wednesday, June 10th and 24th from 3 till 6 p.m. when one lucky winner will be drawn every hour to win $5,000 cash. Then at 7 p.m., one winner will take home $5,000 cash plus any unclaimed cash from the previous drawings. Come to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Dell PCs with Intel inside are built for the moments you plan and the ones you don't. For the time you forgot your charger at the gate,
Passengers, we are now on our initial ascent.
or when you're bouncing between projects like a ping pong ball. We build PCs with long-lasting battery life, so you're not scrambling for an outlet. And built-in intelligence, so you can stay focused on whatever you're doing. Dell Technologies, built for you. Dell.com/Dell PCs.
I'm Tyler Kolick, and I got my Lincoln at Lincoln of Queens. They even delivered it right to my door. When it's time to save, it's time to go to Lincoln of Queens. Go New York, go New York, go.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
I'm going to warn everybody, you may tear up, all right? You may get emotional because we need to relive the craziness of last night, specifically the final two plays that you will never forget as long as you live as a sports fan. The Jalen miss OG tip-in that turned out to be the game winner, and then obviously the last closing moment where underratedly Karl Anthony Towns did tip that inbound pass, which avoided what could have been a potential game-winning layup and disaster. So I'm going to give you 3 items on the menu. We've got the TV call by Mike Breen, the radio call by Tyler Murray, does a great job with Monica McNutt, and the Tommy Loogie call, because he was live on the Fan.
Yeah, let's hear Tommy first.
Let's start with the OG play. Tommy Lugauer, while not doing play-by-play, please let us know what's going on.
So I can't do play-by-play, but we're damn sure going to react. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! All heart! All heart! Pandemonium at the Garden! All heart! OG Anunoby! With the tip-in! With the tip-in!
With the tip-in.
Yeah.
There's my guy! Jerry Seinfeld, by the way. Let's go! What a moment! Down 29. Heart! Grit! Determination! This is the Knicks' year! This is their year! They're a team of destiny! If you didn't know going in, now you know. Now you know.
Now we know.
What a moment. What a moment. An all-time Garden moment. History in the making.
It's going. It's still going.
Imagine Cat doesn't deflect the pass after that call.
Right. Well, I understand. He sounded angry in the clip for some reason.
He did, but we also still need crowd noise behind it.
I know.
Yeah. If we could ever do that, I'm sure it would be even more epic.
Oh, I thought it was epic. I mean, that was raw and emotional.
Saying, with crowd noise behind it, like he's actually at the game, then that would be epic.
What's so funny is you can't do play-by-play, which I understand. Hoffman sort of kind of did when we played his from the other day. If you're in the car, you have no idea what's going on. Now, the truth is, if you're in the car,
you're probably listening to Monica McNutt and what's
Tyler Murray. And then you're flipping over to Loogie. Right. So I guess
you're probably leaving it on.
Well, whatever. I'm trying to put our guy over. Right. All right, here is the aforementioned Tyler Murray and Monica McNutt. Their call on the OG tip-in.
Finds Brunson at midcourt. Launches a straight on 3. Missed it short. Tip by Anunoby. He put it in. Anunoby put it in. The Knicks take the lead with 1.2 to go. Anunoby
it's not
out
over.
of nowhere.
Wow.
Timeout San Antonio. Monica's correct. It is not over at all.
I like the way she threw that in because it's so true.
She just jumped in a half a second too soon.
I know.
He needed to finish the call.
Yeah.
And then she could have said, it's not over. It would have flowed better. But whatever, it is what it is.
But you know what that reminds me of, Knick fans? When LJ had the 4-point play, there was that pandemonium, and then there was that quick, okay, hold on a second.
Yeah.
I have to make a free throw.
Right.
This is not over yet. So it was almost like the broadcast reminder of, hey, and remember, it's radio.
Right.
So
she was right to say it. She just said it a second too soon.
Very good call, though, by both.
Very good. I agree.
And now we relive it from the voice of the NBA and the voice of the New York Knicks, Mike Breen.
It is now time for the Corona Lime Time highlight of the night, presented by Corona. La Playa awaits.
Anunoby will inbound. Nobody guarding the inbound pass.
They might just go flat for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 101.
Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106.
It's almost like the it's good was like the new version of the triple bang.
Bang!
You can't do a bang on a tip-in, but I think he wanted to bang it.
Yeah, he did. But that's a good one.
That's a great one.
I didn't even think about it that way.
It's in.
That's how you replace the bang.
That's right.
Bang is reserved only for a three-pointer.
That's right. Now, who do you give that to? Breen, Loogie, or the radio crew?
See, the problem is I need to hear Loogie with sound.
Oh, come on. Use your imagination.
I can't.
You give it to Loogie.
I think Loogie was sound because I want to give it to Loogie. I think Loogie was sound is a phenomenally epic call because it's true Nick emotion.
So give it to Loogie.
I am giving it to Loogie.
Okay,
I'm just saying with sound, it would be better.
I got you.
I give it to this.
Jalen Brunson aldı. Rahat üzerinde Brunson çok uzakta bastı. Olmadı. Süperman gibi geldi. Anunoby.
What language was that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
There's a montage of like 5 of them. Now I lost track of which one.
I would have guessed French, right?
No, that wasn't French.
Sorry.
I know. Tiki's going to have to direct me on which one's the French
I think that
one.
might have been the Italian one.
Is that the Italian one?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I have a bunch more. We can play those later.
All right.
The French one is the best one.
That one was pretty good.
The French one is the best one because of how they say OG Anunoby.
I get you. OG Anunoby!
Exactly.
I'm going to give that one to Tommy as well. It's a victory for Tommy. Now let's get to the final play. The moment of truth. And again, we'll start it off with our coworker, our guy, Tommy Lugauer.
We are all witnessing one of the great historical moments in... Yes! Let's go! Knicks win! Knicks win! One of the great comebacks in the history of New York sports! One of the great moments in the history of the Knicks! One of the greatest moments in the history of New York sports! Down 29! All heart! Guts! Determination! New York City! If you don't believe this team is the team of destiny, then believe it now! They come back, largest comeback win in NBA Finals history! Let's go! Let's go!
Tommy, he's the best.
I'll see you at the parade. It's a wrap.
Oh, come on. Stop that,
What
Tommy.
a moment. What a moment. Smile, Jalen. It's over. It's over in 5, which is what I said it would be. Knicks in 5.
Well, you also said Knicks in 4.
Knicks in 5.
I think he initially said Knicks in 5.
Then he just yelled it back at me.
It's almost like, I'm telling you, forget that I said Knicks in 4. It's Knicks in 5. Yeah, the parade thing bothered Tiki, I could tell.
It does.
Well, maybe this will cheer up Tiki.
So I can't do play-by-play, but we're damn sure going to react. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! All heart!
Yeah, it does add to
It just sounds better with
That adds to it.
the background noise.
All right, let's hear the radio call of the final play. Tyler Murray, Monica McNutt.
Pass toward the middle, caught by Castle, dropped by Castle. His shot is blocked by Hart, and the New York Knicks just pulled off the biggest comeback win in NBA Finals history. From down 29, they take a 3-1 series lead, stunning the Spurs 107-106.
Very good. Now, Mike Breen.
Inbound the ball. No timeouts left. They have to get it in. Harper lobs it inside. Castle hasn't lost it. That's it. It's over. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3 games to 1. Now 1 win away from a title.
Wow.
More measured.
That's Breen.
Yeah.
Breen gave me goosebumps, and I hate the Knicks.
Yeah.
That's all you need to know.
Because it's measured.
Yeah, that. No offense to Tyler or Loogie on that one. That is all-time stuff by Mike Breen. So,
And you lay out. You say what you need to say, and you lay out.
And you lay out. Great job. If that didn't give you goosebumps from the screaming and raw animalistic excitement of Tommy Lugauer to the measured, I'm going to describe it to you and Tyler Murray, to the, I'm Mike Breen, damn it. There you go. Well, good job by everybody there. That was very exciting. And reliving it the next day gives you the bumps, the feels.
Now, Breen was great. Breen was awesome. When do you apologize to Joe Davis?
Excuse me?
Mike Breen during that fourth quarter, and he called it all right. But if you knew that he was the Knicks announcer, you would think he was calling a Knicks game there.
Would he ever say,
Oh, no, the Mets.
oh, no, the
It's bias. You're letting your
Spurs?
bias get away. My point is it's very hard.
But does he do that?
He doesn't do that.
But it was a national broadcast.
He was excited when the Spurs made big moments.
I know. Joe Davis was excited for Blue Jay moments last year.
BS.
No, Joe Davis. He just LOL'd the Mets.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
No, the Mets.
But everybody would, although that's there.
No, you don't. A national broadcaster just says, the Mets make a bad mistake. It's a terrible thing. It's not like, I've seen this every single time the Mets play. LOL, Mets.
Yeah.
Got their asses.
And I'll tell you something else. Like, if there is a parade, to your point, because then again, the relationship between Mayor Mamdani and James Dolan is so bad, who knows? Maybe there won't even be a parade, which would...
Down Flatbush Avenue. And finish at the Barclays.
They move it to Brooklyn. Whatever. There probably will be a parade, but as you heard yesterday with Dolan, with Craig and Big Mac, and Mamdani, it's a fried relationship right now. Frayed relationship. But if Mike Breen hosts the parade, he will do it in a dignified way. He won't host a pep rally. He will feel the emotions. He will certainly understand the emotions. He understands it as well as anybody. But I think there's a difference between being the classy, I'm going to welcome in the moment, versus the fanboy. And while Joe Davis is a pretty good broadcaster, he's a fanboy. Mike Breen is not. So apologize.
No, but we'll take more calls.
All right. Well, you're right about that. That you're right about. Let's go to Sandy in Holbrook. What's up, Sandy?
Good morning, guys. First of all, go Knicks. This is amazing. 30 years I've waited to watch an actual team take the court and play like a team. It's amazing. But where does that come from? And I hope Cohen's listening. I hope he's listening very clearly. Leadership. If you don't have a guy like we have on the sideline who has a clear vision, who knows talent that those guys don't even know they have, who pushes them to their limit and says, you want greatness, you have to be greatness. And that means everybody has to be on that court. Even when you're sitting on the bench, your heart is there, your soul is there. You are willing things to happen. Those Knicks would walk into a burning building for Brown without asking, why are we walking in?
No,
That's
you're right.
a leader.
No, you're right.
Well
Sandy,
said.
you bring up an important point, I think. And it's hard to do this because in the NBA, it's like, you got your 5, maybe 7 guys that are going to get real minutes, especially in the postseason. But if you're the Knicks bench, you don't know. You don't know when you're going to be called on to do something important.
The game's going to dictate it. Look at last night. Last night's a perfect example.
And so you got to stay ready. And you saw it for Jose Alvarado. We saw it in the previous round, or actually earlier in this series with Landry Shamet. You see it with Deuce. Like you see it with all these guys that end up playing real minutes.
You just don't know.
Jordan Clarkson. I thought he didn't know he's on the team anymore.
Yeah. Jordan Clarkson will disappear, then play a pivotal role.
Yeah.
Ariel Hawkporty, you forget about.
Right.
He plays a big role. Obviously, Jeremy Shohan getting minutes. I think that when you look at the Knicks, and I know that if they win a championship, if they can get one more victory in their next 3 cracks at it, there will be many weeks and months and years, dare I say, analyzing this team, what they've accomplished, this roster, the way it was built. It really is a lot of everything. When you talk about leadership, it starts with Leon Rose.
Right.
Like James Dolan was a terrible owner until he wasn't. He was a terrible owner until he hired the right guy.
Right.
And that guy in Leon Rose, he's the guy that changed everything. And then to his credit, he hired the right coach in the moment in Tom Thibodeau. And he brought in the right players and the right mix of players. And then, yes, the cherry on the top that gets you from just being a really good Eastern Conference Finals team to a champion is Mike Brown. So the architect, the guy who deserves most of the credit, is Leon Rose.
Yeah, of course he is. And we've talked about that many times. But the thing you wonder, because if they do win this championship, whether it's 5, 6, or if it goes to 7, they win, and this is epic. We remember all these moments, including OG's epic tip back at the end of Game 4. People are going to start saying, man, the Knicks did it this way. I don't know if this is replicable. I don't know if how the Knicks did this is going to work for any other team.
No, and I think in general you're right about championships. We try to replicate something that works.
Yes.
But yet things are very tough to just copy.
Yeah.
Like look at the past 5 NBA champions. They've been built in different ways.
All of them. None of them are the same. Like, oh, yeah, these two had this. They're not the same.
No.
And so, especially this Knicks team, it's a bunch of veterans who were, I don't want to say cast off, but not the stars that they are here that when they were in previous spots, including, in particular, Jalen Brunson.
I mean, look at the last, just real quick, you go through the NBA champions of the past.
Yeah.
The Thunder were built on a trade that goes down as the greatest trade in NBA history that turns into SGA and a boatload of draft picks. It was built that way. The Spurs, who are currently here, were built by lottery luck. The New York Knicks were built by trades and free agent signings. The Celtics, pains me, were built by a trade. They made one of the greatest trades in NBA history. They got top picks, and then they picked the right guys. They could have very easily picked Markelle Fultz. They didn't. They traded it and took Jason Tatum. The Nuggets were built on picking a steal in the second round named Nikola Jokic.
Right, who played internationally, and nobody knew who the hell he was.
None of that is like doing it again, replicable. Right?
No, it's not. I mean, it's different because we look at Wemby and we're like, well, he was an international star, but we all knew who Wemby was.
Right, you had to win the lottery to get him.
Yes.
You needed to be lucky.
Yes. Jokic was, who the hell is this guy?
Second round pick. He was picked during a McDonald's commercial. Or Burger King. What was the ad that was on when he was drafted?
Wasn't it Applebee's?
Applebee's. It was something that involved food. Joe in Woodland Park. Hey, Joe.
Evan and Tiki. What a game.
What a game.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
just want to say, us real Knicks fans have been watching every minute for the last couple of years, last few decades. These last couple of years, I mean, you could never doubt the possibility of a comeback with this group of guys. We've been, watching them do this for years now. OG's playing like a top 10, 15 player in the league. And as great as his moment was, you can't forget about Brunson draining that three over Wemby, even though he missed that one after.
Right.
And speaking of Wemby, I just wanted to say that's going to be a timeless meme with him and I'm in your head stuff to missing the 2 free throws down the stretch.
Yeah.
That's going to live on in Knicks lore forever. It's just pure cinema. I just want to say, let's close it out Saturday night. I don't care. It's in San Antonio. Bring it home. And Knicks in 5, baby.
Well, I mean, it's going to live in Wemby's brain for a long time.
You think it teaches him a lesson?
It's just...
Don't talk trash. Laterally.
Just be humble in the moment, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Like, that never works out for you. Be humble in the moment.
And what has to kill Wemby is the ball was in his hands twice in this series to avoid and really erase some kind of embarrassment.
Right.
So in last night's case, he had a chance to erase the fact that they blew a huge lead and he committed a brutal flagrant foul by going to the free throw line and making his free throws, and he did not. And obviously in game 2, as we all remember, I still think it's going to be one of the infamous messages or moments or images of this series, was Wemby not only throwing a pass off his teammate's ass, but then having the ball in his hands with a very makeable shot to hit a game-winning buzzer-beater shot, and he missed it.
Right.
So he had opportunities, ample opportunities, to fix a narrative that was going to be very bad for him. And one of the brief differences right now between the Knicks and the Spurs is that even though Jalen did miss that last 3, in the final few minutes of games, Jalen Brunson gets it done, and Victor Wembanyama does not.
That's right. And part of that is experience and age and maturity, all that stuff. Part of it is just the Knicks have been doing this for a month and a half, and so we shouldn't be surprised by it.
Tom in Howell, New Jersey. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
Evan, first of all, I don't know if I should be giving Sean credit or Sean stole it from someone else, but if you listen to Tyler Murray open up the broadcast last night, right after the pregame show, he goes, well, this is not a must-win game for the Knicks and not a don't-lose game. It's a gotta-have-it game right out of the gate. He gave a little chuckle like you heard was listening to the fan the whole day.
Well, he probably was. And that was Sean's line yesterday for those that missed it. Go ahead.
I wanted to know, Evan, I'm a big X's and O's guy like you. I wanted to know your take on a couple of things. Number one, when Cat got those 2 fouls, I'm thinking to myself, if you sit him on the bench now for the rest of the quarter, this game might be out of hand anyway. You may as well just roll with him here, keep the game close, even if he picks up another foul. But you have him on the bench for the whole first half is not a way you're going to win this game. That's the first point. And the second point I was wondering about was, Mike Brown, the coaching, they mentioned on the broadcast that Jalen Brunson did not have his normal rotation last night. He came out a little early.
Yes.
Which they were questioning, is he hurt or something? Now, I think the Spurs coach actually out-coached him here because the calculation was, let me get Jalen out now while Wemby is in, and then when Wemby fits, then Jalen will pop back in. But Wemby, if I'm correct, never sat in the first quarter. I believe he played the whole first quarter, so that strategy didn't quite work. But it may have cost him down the stretch with the fatigue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, it looked like Brown had some things up his sleeve, coaching-wise there, that you got to give him credit coming prepared. and ultimately it led him to the victory.
Yes, ultimately they won, so it's weird to do this, but you are right. And there are two things about Mike Brown's management in the first half with rotations that I did not like. And number one was number two of what you said. He has done a great job ever since we and everyone else called him out for it of making sure either Jalen or Cat's on the floor at all times. Yep. He made that mistake early in the Atlanta series. We screamed about it. I don't think he listened necessarily to us. I think Mike Brown is very locked in on just himself.
It was a common observation.
A very common observation. It wasn't breaking and splitting the atom by any stretch. And from that moment on, I don't have the exact numbers, but again, charting this, he has done a great job of avoiding periods of time in which Brunson and Cat are not on the floor. When Cat got into foul trouble, and he's pulled early with the 2 fouls, totally makes sense why you take him out. And by the way, I get this out of the way. I thought the officials got it right on the overturn.
No, they were both fouled.
I've heard a lot of people complaining about this. There are other things we can rip the officials for. Maybe we'll get to it at some point. I think he hooked them. And I think that it was a very smart challenge by Mitch Johnson. It changed the first quarter of this game. Once you're in a spot where Cat is not going to play much in the first quarter, though he did go back to him with 3.5 minutes to go. I need Jalen to play the first quarter. I can't let this game get out of reach, and I can't have periods of time. He had a 5-man spot at one point of Alvarado, Bridges, Shamet, OG, and Mitch. I don't love it. Now, it was only for 2.5 minutes, but I didn't like the fact that he allowed any bit of time, and the league got expanded for San Antonio, with neither of them on the floor. As far as Cat's concerned, when Cat commits his third foul on that loose ball foul with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, you got a big decision to make, which is, do I risk a fourth foul or do I risk the game getting out of reach? I would have risked the fourth foul. I disagree with Coach Brown. I agree with our last caller. You've got 6 of them. I get it. You don't want to put yourself in a horrible spot, but being down by 27 is a horrible spot. Right. And so I know it all worked out, so it's kind of stupid, but he brought it up, and it's a fair critique. I disagreed with Coach Brown on that. I would have pushed back by going to Cat, because once he took Cat out with 7 minutes to go, he didn't play again in the second quarter.
No, you're right. He didn't. But to Cat's credit, after that third foul, and he didn't come back until the third quarter, the second half, he only had one more foul. So he played smarter. Now,
which is why you could risk it.
Right.
Think about it. He only committed one more foul. With the game feeling like it's getting out of reach, I would have risked, all right, if he commits a fourth, it's a disaster. Right. But a bigger disaster is going down by 27.
Yeah, but I also feel like
that's how I would have viewed it.
The reason he was less foul prone is because of the pace. Like the pace, when the pace picks up, you're not playing in the half court. You're not defending in the half court as much. It's easier to stay out of foul trouble.
And another thing, we get into the X's and O's in coaching, give a little bit of credit to Mitch Johnson, even though it was a disaster. So they're up by 25, and they're playing Hack-a-Mitch.
Yeah.
And I know that pissed people off.
It's not even pissing you off that matters. I hate that because it stops the game.
Yeah, but you are not allowing the Knicks to get back into the game.
I hear you.
And remember what Mike Brown did? So Mitch goes to the free throw line, misses his free throws. Remember what Mike Brown did? He took him out.
Right.
And he went to Huck Porty and Shohan. So basically, Mitch Johnson said, I'm hacking you. Right. Not necessarily to slow the game down, but I dare you to go to your third center or just go small. And I get why Brown did it. I think it was one of those chess matches where both sides were right. Mike Brown was right to say, I'm not keeping Mitch in this game. And Mitch was right to say, Mitch Johnson was right to say, yeah, I'm going to play Hack-a-Mitch. I'm getting your ass out the game.
Right. Mitch has really got to get better. Mitch Robinson.
He's had zero impact on this series.
Exactly. He needs to spend this entire offseason shooting underhand free throws.
Oh, you came along, didn't
I have. He's just got to try something different.
Wow.
He's got to do something different because he's too good of a player to not be in the game.
We will play the Mike Brown game coming up in a few minutes. Let's see how well you know the head coach of the New York Knicks and more of your emotional reaction to a game and moments you will never forget. 888-808-1019. Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. Who's Hot in Baseball is sponsored by Petro Home Services. The Chicago American League first place teams. Braden Montgomery is hot. He did something historic. He had a walk-off home run in his major league debut. Don't let your AC strike out this summer. Petro's tune-up and repair team has you covered. Go with your local HVAC pros. Go with Petro. For special offers, go to petro.com. That's petro.com.
The warm months are finally here, which means it's time for a healthier you. My good buddy John Gallucci Jr., CEO of JAG Physical Therapy, always tells me how important it is to focus on your biomechanical chain to reduce injuries. Well, now is the time for you and your loved ones to turn to JAG to get stronger and function at a higher level. Their dedicated team of physical therapists at JAG Physical Therapy will develop a plan specifically for you to help prevent injuries. And if you have an existing injury, their expertise and commitment will help you get back the life you love. Schedule your appointment today at jagpt.com. That's JAGPT.com. The World Cup is here. Kicks off this afternoon in about 3.5 hours with Mexico taking on South Africa in Group A. So with the World Cup being here, I got an idea for you. Check out the fan sentiment tracker that the unbelievable students at NJIT, the #1 public university in New Jersey for alumni success, according to the Wall Street Journal, is putting into action. It allows you to be a part of that action. The students at NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management are at the leading edge of business technology and have built the ultimate digital hub for the tournament. You can actually track real-time fan sentiment and get all your game information right from their technology. Experience top-tier tech in action at njit-worldcup.com. Go check it out. njit-worldcup.com.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Ray Cattina, Mercedes-Benz of Edison. It's also sponsored by New York Presbyterian with world-class doctors from Columbia and Weill Cornell Medicine in over 450 locations across New York City and Westchester. Expert healthcare is close to home. Book an appointment at nyp.org.
Make this your summer of unforgettable drives in a Mercedes-Benz from Mercedes-Benz of Edison. Their expert team makes shopping easy and stress-free. One reason they were named the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Dealer of the Year by Cars.com. Visit Mercedes-Benz of Edison for luxury driving all summer long.
Summer's a gift. The gift of days that last a little longer. A brighter state of mind. So gift yourself a new Kia at the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. With specially tagged vehicles including the Sorrento, Sportage, Carnival, as well as the Niro Hybrid. All backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. So the gift of summer can keep on giving for summers to come. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely. Event ends 7/6/26. See dealer for warranty details.
Guys, let's keep it simple. There are two things you probably should be doing: taking care of your health and doing something that actually makes an impact. Here's a way to do both. California Cryobank is looking for healthy men to become sperm donors. You can earn up to $2,400 a month and get free health and genetic screenings along the way. So yeah, you're getting paid to get checked out, and you're helping families who need it. Efficient, smart, done. Check out spermbank.com to learn more. Apply and see if you qualify.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and your bet goes with them. Not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. Visit FanDuel.com/New York to get started today. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/New York, and with FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you're still in it until the final whistle. We all love the app around here. It is safe and secure, has all the betting markets you could possibly want, and when you win, you get paid instantly. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of WFAN. 21 and older, physically present in New York. For help with a gambling problem, please call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month. Or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount, enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Bursting with bold citrus flavor, Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter. Crush Orange Soda is available now at your local ShopRite.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
Hi, this is John Starks. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises, and no money down. See you at John Starks Kia in Queens.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, take the field with Fanatic Sportsbook. It's built for fans who want more from their bet. This summer, Fanatic Sportsbook is making every moment count with 10 100% profit boosts over the first 10 tournament days. That's one profit boost per game day. So every time the world's best hits the pitch, you've got a chance to double your winnings. And every goal, every save, every result means more. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet matched every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app.
This is Sal Licata. You definitely don't want your AC system to fail this summer. So call my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts. Have them check your cooling system now. I know Edison Heating and Cooling. They are the real deal. Go to EdisonHVAC.com.
Undercooked chicken, overcooked steak, microwave defrost fails. We've all been there. The Chef IQ Sense fixes that. Insert the smart thermometer and the app tracks your cook in real time, adjusting and alerting you down to the degree. No more raw, no more rubber, just consistently perfect results every time. Use code RADIO at checkout to save big on ChefIQ.com. That's code RADIO at ChefIQ.com.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and it covers your whole morning all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast, it's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions, participations and times may vary. Offer prices varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer. Cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the finals, you're getting robbed. It's time to delete the app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans, not the house. That means more money for you and less for those greedy sportsbooks. It's available in all 50 states. Polymarket is your go-to prediction market for basketball's biggest stage. Download Polymarket in the App Store and use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trade not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Yes, baseball was played yesterday. It was the Yankees sweeping the Guardians 8-4. Jazz Chisholm continues to carry the Yankee offense with 3 RBIs.
Chisholm!
Funny you don't hear much about the Yankees' record versus teams under 500 from Evan Roberts anymore. Over 500.
That's because we're talking Knicks.
Yeah.
I'll gladly tell you they've been beating up some good teams.
And the Mets, in front of a raucous Citi Field crowd, fell to the Cardinals 9-2. Francisco Alvarez did homer. The Fan Focus was sponsored by Town Fair Tire. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
So we can reveal it now. Sean was at the Met game yesterday, and he was at the Met game for a science experiment. And we will have fun with this tomorrow. Today is not the right day for it. But Sean actually did some man on the street and interviewed Knicks fans at Citi Field, essentially asking them, why are you here? Because guess who wasn't there? Steve Cohen wasn't there. Because I know where Steve Cohen was. It was pretty obvious if you watched the game closely. He was courtside in his season tickets, which I respect. He's a Knicks fan. But I guess he's prioritizing the NBA Finals over his horribly run franchise.
Would you not?
Would I? I would not. If I owned the Mets, I would not be at the Knicks Finals game.
Really?
No.
Why not?
I wouldn't. I'm not making him feel bad. I'm telling you me. You ask me, I'm giving you my answer.
Here's the problem. It has nothing to do with prioritizing or not. He also can't tell Met fans who wanted the Mets game moved up that, no, we're not doing that when he had no problem going to Madison Square Garden himself.
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, we talked about that yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We briefly talked about how some fans wanted the Met game moved up so that they could watch the Knicks game in full.
But can they do that?
I mean, Steve Cohen moved the start time because of weather.
Other franchises in other cities
weather
have.
is different.
I think they probably could have. I'm sure they needed approval.
Then he should have.
Oh, I don't think he should have.
He should have.
All I know is I'm just, again, I like
How many people were there, Sean?
Me and like 11 others, all in Knicks jerseys.
By the way, I watched the entire game.
There was a lot of people.
There was a good amount of people there. Like, they're going to announce a crowd that's not accurate to how many people that were actually there. But just using the eyeball test, I would say there was at least 20,000 people there.
Yeah.
They announced 34,000.
Half empty?
That's what I would guess.
Tiki, go to my Instagram. The only thing I will reveal, I did go up and experience sitting in an entire baseball section by myself last
Yes, he did do that.
Whoa.
An entire section to myself.
So tomorrow on the program, we will listen to Sean basically shaming Knicks fans for why they went to the Met game. Meanwhile, the owner of the Mets was having a good old time sitting courtside watching a functioning franchise in New York as opposed to his, because the Mets suck. And very quietly, they have let their lost season become even more lost. But you want to play a quick game?
Yeah,
before we get back to your calls?
Can't wait.
It's called the Mike Brown game. Mike Brown, before taking any questions, wanted to praise his team. Who is the first player on his team he decided to praise? The first name to come out of his mouth was whom? And you got a lot of good options.
I'm impressed with you.
Why?
You got that right.
The whom part?
Yes.
Thank you.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart.
Just guessing.
You know what? Put him over. He almost had a miss that would have lived in Knicks history.
Yeah.
It is not Josh Hart. But I'll give you another guess. I'll give you like 5 more guesses. Because you're not going to get it.
Why? Is it Rick Brunson?
Is it no player? I was specific to players.
Player.
It is a player that he went out of his way, the first player to give credit to. He gave credit to a lot of guys. This was the first.
No idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're playing this game at home, I promise you, you're going to be shocked.
You take a guy like Jeremy Sohan.
What? Not kidding. That's the first name he mentioned, Jeremy Sohan.
In what context? Because he came in and played some valuable minutes when he needed them?
We want to hear the context?
Yeah,
again, Mike Brown, first player you want to give some credit to.
You take a guy like Jeremy Sohan. We threw him in the game, and he gave us 4 to 5 great minutes. I don't even know when the last time Jeremy really even played longer than 30 seconds.
3 minutes, 0 stats.
And by the way, if I'm not mistaken, all of those minutes were in the first half.
Yes.
Like, he did not play in the second half. But yeah, he went out of his way to say, I want to show some love to Jeremy Sohan.
No, I could have guessed 15 times. That would have been the last one.
Well, I think he used 12 guys last night. Yeah. He would have been the 12th guy. Like, I think you would have gone through everybody else who got a minute or a second in this game.
I might have went Tyler Kolek just from practice. or whoever. Dadier. Whoever.
I like what he did, though.
I mean, why not?
Because I think what he's saying is, and this goes back to something we talked earlier about always having your guys ready, is he went to the guy who would be the least ready of anybody. And he had to go to him because of the foul trouble that Cat got into. Huck Porty wasn't effective. Mitch was a mess. It was like, all right, I got to try something else.
Right.
I mean, I've got some options here, but let me see if Jeremy Sohan, former Spur, so maybe you get a little advantage for knowing these guys well. He's a pain in the ass. We know that. Let me see what he can do for 3 or 4 minutes. So I think it was a reminder to Sohan and everybody else, be ready.
Good for him.
I think that's some great coaching right there by Mike Brown.
I agree. You put everybody over.
He put
so that everybody stays ready.
I was listening to this while I was driving and I almost drove off the road because he's like, you know who I want to give credit to? All right, one more part of the game. All right, you ready for this game?
Yes.
He asked the media to clap for one New York Knick, which was very odd that he would do that. But he said, yeah, And he started clapping and said, give this guy a round of applause. I don't know if you can. You're the media. Which player did he ask the media to give a round of applause for?
I mean, it's got to be OG.
OG Anunoby. It's a good guess. It is not OG Anunoby. It is Jose Alvarado.
The last person I'm going to talk about is Jose Alvarado. We clap for Jose. I know a lot of you guys can't because you're in the media and you got to be neutral, but I'm going to clap for Jose.
He drops an F-bomb and says, I'm going to clap for Jose.
Right. You see him in the post on Wemby? Like, he was struggling, but he was trying.
Of course he was trying.
He was leaning into him, made him fall down once. Like, Jose Alvarado, he's just a dog. You need guys like that on your team.
Jose Alvarado, and again, this is a part of a comeback. There's so many aspects that you look at and say, it doesn't happen without this. It doesn't happen without this. I want to take you back to when OG Anunoby made a corner three with 4.5 minutes to go to cut it to 4.
By the way, he doesn't miss that shot.
OG?
Yeah.
He's automatic.
From the corner, he is automatic.
From a corner three. So he makes the corner three, and then De'Aaron Fox actually responded by hitting a 3 of his own and got back to 7.
Right.
And at that point, there's plenty of time. There's 4 minutes to go, but that was a big turning point. Jose Alvarado made the next 5 points after the Fox 3. He had a layup,
right,
and then he answered a Wemby jump shot that he made with a 3 to cut it back to 4. And so very underratedly, those 2 shots, that little sequence with about 3 minutes to go in the game, they don't make that comeback without those 2 big makes by Jose Alvarado. The 3 to cut it to 4 and the layup right after De'Aaron Fox hit the 3 to get it to 7.
Well, let's clap for Jose Alvarado.
Let's clap for Jose Alvarado.
I know y'all can't because y'all in the media or you're Nets fans and you hate him.
Excuse me? He's a Brooklyn kid. I don't hate Jose Alvarado.
In the house.
Let me make something very clear about the Knicks. And I'll take the IBO hat off for a second, but don't worry, you'll appreciate it. There's nothing about the New York Knicks players that one can hate.
True.
It is not personal with them.
They don't feel hateable.
They are not a hateable team.
No.
They are not a hateable team. What's hateable is something else.
The fans?
I didn't say that. Today's a good day. Today we're in a good place. I'm not starting any fights. I'm saying the players are not hateable. I mean, making that very clear to you.
The fans themselves are often their worst enemy. Because you know our friend Carrie from Sayreville.
Yes, great caller to the show, and she's a loyal Knicks fan.
She was in the house.
Yeah.
In the house with her husband, Justin. And I'm texting with her on social media. This is after I get back. I'm on the planes. I'm listening on the radio. She's like, I've seen this story so many times. We deserve better. Justin should have sold his ticket like Evan so we could have paid for next year's tickets. Like, all this stuff is over and over and over. I hate this. I'm so sad. I'm mad at myself. Why did I even come? Why did I believe in this team? The NBA wants the Spurs to win. Yada, 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 yada. I woke up this morning and I said, Carrie, you've never seen this story before. And she's like, I'll take the L. And I'll smile and be happy about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Knicks fans are.
I get
They're
why, though.
so negative.
But don't you understand why?
Of course, but it's not over.
No, and this is a different team. And they're
100%.
They're rewriting the story, which is why I said to you earlier, these are the kinds of wins that make you think, oh, they're ending the drought.
Right. And this is why I also play it the other way. And I tell Knicks fans, stop planning the parade.
Right. That's too extreme as well.
Stop quitting on game 4. Stop planning the parade. Just live in it, man. Like, just enjoy it. Right? Whether it's the good or bad, enjoy it.
It's tough to enjoy.
The emotional roller coaster that you are. You like going on roller coasters, don't you?
No,
you like
I don't
going
actually.
To the top, like tick, tick,
no.
tick, tick, and like, oh my God, it's anticipation.
No.
This is going to be so awesome. And then you go over the apex and they're coming down. You're like, it sucks. I hate this. This is terrible. I hate roller coasters. What? And then you go back up and you turn and you're like, oh, that kind of feels good. You're like, oh, no, it sucks. It sucks. It's just terrible. And then it ends and you're like, that was fun.
If you win, it's fun.
It's not over. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I get it's
You're
not over.
You're still on the roller coaster.
Tiki.
So stop looking for the end. Stop complaining about the apex. Stop being overjoyed in the height of the scream. Stop it. Just enjoy it. Live it.
I think you say a lot of things that are right, but a lot of things that are just completely out of touch.
I'm an athlete, dude.
I know.
I can't look at this from a fan standpoint.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. The fan standpoint, which I can definitely understand.
Just calm down. You'll have plenty of time to celebrate. A lifetime, in fact. To celebrate.
This will last a lifetime.
When they close it out, you'll have a lifetime.
Yes.
Stop planning the parade, man.
Well, that's different. I agree with not planning the parade. Also,
Tommy Lugauer, your call was epic until you planned the parade.
You have the contest won, Tommy, until you plan the parade. Boy, by the way, speaking of Tommy, on the air many months ago when he was a part of our show, I said to him upon his moving to After Hours that you can join us for parade coverage. At first, I tried to give him the parade coverage, and he wouldn't allow that because he's like, no, you have to deal with it, Evan.
Because you want to go to France?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to go somewhere. And so I said, fine, you can join us for parade coverage. Now, I'm not the program director. I don't pretend to be. Tommy is under the impression, because he has said it to us, I'll see you at the parade. I don't know if our bosses are letting him go to the parade.
That's a great question.
Like, he can go to the parade as a citizen, but I don't know if they're going to let him on the dais with us. Now, I'm all for it because I promised it to him, and I'm in favor of it, and I think we need to hear that screaming and yelling during our parade coverage. I think it'll be a great addition. He'll be Al Roker.
Right.
I just don't know if I have the power to allow that.
Oh, Tommy.
So
that would be so bad.
By who? By me?
If Tommy couldn't come to the parade.
Yeah, but I'd love him at the parade. But you understand this, Teak. Like, I can't pretend. We don't have power around here.
We're just stools. We do what we're told.
We do what we're told. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the powers that be that'll make a decision like that. God, they better make the right one, which is him being at the parade.
Of course.
I want him at the parade. I have another crazy idea. I shouldn't do this on the air. Should I tell him that
about the parade?
No, something else, but it would take a lot for it to happen. Should I tell him the Game 7 idea?
You're here. You might as well finish it.
The Game 7 idea?
Which is?
If there's a Game 7, which I know that Tommy doesn't expect.
Friday, June 19th.
It'd be Friday, June 19th.
Wow, aren't we on the road?
We are doing a show from Hoboken, New Jersey. Correct. Yes. That has nothing to do with this, though. I was going to volunteer, me and Tommy, to do a post show Friday night once the Knicks game goes final right here on WFAN. So we could be the voices. Now, listen.
Well, because Tommy doesn't work Friday.
He doesn't work Friday. None of us do.
Yeah,
None of the regular voices.
He's not off on Friday, right?
He's off on. Everyone is. Now, I will admit, if Gio wanted to do that or Craig wanted to do it, that's them. Because they are diehard Knicks fans. I say take it.
Right.
I assume they're not going to want to. I would do it with Tommy.
Right.
Now, the risk for Tommy is, what if they lost?
It could be epically bad for him.
That would be the worst show we'd ever have to do.
But wouldn't it be cathartic for him to do that?
With me? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. He may kill me by the time that show ends.
Which would make it even more interesting.
So, yeah, I'm going to pitch that to the boss. But we got a long way to go because obviously the Knicks have ample opportunity to get this.
The next two.
Right. And I think the confidence level is skyrocketed right now. Let's get back to your calls, 888-808-1019. Matt in Massapequa. What's up, Matt?
What's going on, boys? How we doing?
All's well.
Sean, Evan, Tiki, God bless you guys. First off, first time, long time.
Appreciate you, bro.
Honored and privileged to speak to you guys. I wanted to bring up, did you guys catch about 20 seconds before the first quarter ended or so, Wemby goes to set a screen for Fox?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
and he's trying to stomp on OG's leg.
I didn't see this at all last night watching this live, and I just watched this. I see this like a half an hour ago. I was like, no way did this just happen.
I saw it on Instagram. I was the same way.
Holy crap, that dude was going for his ACL.
No, he definitely was.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but that looked quite, purposeful.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucky he didn't connect, because if he connects on that, for those that missed this, you can find it on social media, YouTube. Some places will have it. At the end of the first quarter, Wembanyama's getting bodied by I forget what Nick it was. He's getting bodied, and so he's moving up to go screen OG Anunoby. And as he's going, he's like taking these massive, like huge steps. Now he's tall, so that's just kind of is natural, but he's taking these massive steps. And right when he gets to OG's right knee, he stomps at it.
Yeah, he almost jumps at it.
Like he's jumping in the air.
He's doing a jump stop on him.
Putting his foot towards OG's knee, and he just misses.
Yeah.
Just misses.
Yeah.
If he connects, if he hits OG's leg, he's tearing his ACL, right? He's throwing everything in his knee is gone. And he misses. OG doesn't even really notice it.
Right.
And the play goes on, the missed shot.
None of us really noticed it until it was isolated and went around kind of virally.
If he stomped on that, he'd be suspended for the rest of the series.
He is undoubtedly, and I am not saying this as a Knicks fan. This is a benefit of being an IBO right now.
Yeah.
He is an incredibly dirty player.
Right.
And my warning to him, that should not come from me, it should come from Greg Popovich, is you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And so far, you've gotten in a little bit of trouble. Obviously, the Minnesota thing where he got thrown out. but you are on the verge of having this really kill you. And, of course, he was called for a technical last night, and he is now one technical away from flagrant, I should say.
Yeah.
He was called for flagrant last night, and he is one flagrant point away from an automatic suspension. And I'm telling you right now, he better watch out.
Yeah.
Because while I think the officials will protect him, which was my big point yesterday while you were out.
They already have.
They can only protect you so much.
Right.
And I forget this series because it could be over on Saturday, whatever. In his future, he's got to learn. Otherwise, we're going to be talking about a big moment. Maybe it doesn't involve the Knicks, obviously.
Right.
Maybe it's in the Western Conference semis next year or the year after, where he's going to do something stupid and he's going to be gone for a while. And he's going to injure somebody because he's a dirty player. And he's got to clean it up for his own good and for the good of other players. But it is obvious. No bias here.
Yeah.
He's unhinged sometimes.
Yeah, he really
He
is.
is a great player. He is unhinged. Now, he doesn't deserve eggs being thrown at him, which was also caught on video. That's disgusting. As New Yorkers, we need to be better than that.
Right.
You can boo him. You can chant at him. Do whatever you... Don't throw eggs at the man. But I think right now that is a major immaturity of Victor Wembanyama. He is an insanely dirty player. And he is lucky, as is OG, obviously, that he didn't connect.
Right.
Yeah, by the way, Knicks Muse on Twitter has the slow-mo version of it, and it's Jeremy Shohan who's bodying him.
Right.
It was Shohan!
Yeah, that's why I look at him and I can't recognize him because you never see him.
That's right. Chris in Freeport. Hey, Chris. Chris going once. Chris is gone. We'll go to Neil on Long Island. Neil.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
So, Evan, I'm just like you. I'm a Met Jet Islander fan. The only thing we're different in is that I'm a Knicks fan.
Good for you.
I'm 35 years.
Happy for you.
I'm 35 years old. I've never seen a championship in my life.
Yes.
Which is depressing, as you get.
Yeah.
So, at halftime, I was depressed. You know, obviously we're down 27. I'm like, oh, this is my chance for a championship, or at least get closer. Let's go. So I did everything I could in my apartment to change the juju. I changed my shirt. I turned off the lights. I put candles on. I put things away I wouldn't normally put away. And then I took a book out of Boomer, except I reversed it. I was wearing my Carmelo Anthony jersey, and I put it in the freezer at halftime.
I mean, I guess it worked.
I mean, bro, I cannot blame you as a 35-year-old Knicks, Mets, Jets, Islander fan when you say, I don't care how dumb it is, I'm going to try it. And I respect it. And so now for Saturday night, you got to do the same thing. Now, Tiki, I want to explain this to you because I see the look on your face. We know it doesn't impact the result.
Of course
we get that. But we still have to try.
You have to try something.
We have to try something.
Just because it makes you feel better. And whatever makes you feel better, it's all good.
I tried something
For
last
me,
night.
It's just a martini.
That's it.
I'll be good.
Last night when the OG Jalen play occurred and there was that timeout, we almost had the backcourt violation. Spurs had a foul to give. I left where I was watching the game. I left the bedroom that I was in. I needed to be alone, even though everybody was sleeping. And I went downstairs in this very private room. We call it the music room. I'm never in the music room because I don't play music. And I said, I'm going to try on my hands and knees to watch the game this way.
Why?
I had a bad night last night, Tiki. Did you watch the Mets too? I mean, geez. It was a rough night. And so I try things that we all try things.
Oh, it was rough because it was, who pitched?
Who pitched what? For the Mets?
Yeah.
Oh, they did an opener, Austin Warren and David Peterson.
Right,
Nobody pitched is the answer.
Right.
The answer is nobody. And I made a comment to Tiki 2 days ago, which I stand by, but it's really biting me. I said, Tiki, the Cardinals suck. I don't care what their record is. All they've done in these 2 games against the Mets
is dominate.
Is outscore them 16-2.
Is it that bad?
7-0 and 9-2.
Oh, I missed the one I saw it yesterday, but man.
Yeah. And they also play in about an hour.
Last team in the wild card right now.
Who?
The Cardinals.
I'm just saying I don't think they're that good. Hey, when we come back, we'll get back to your calls. We promise 888-808-1019. But I know a lot of people thought about this, and it needs to be addressed. Speaking of Wemby, he was called for a flagrant last night. If they had upgraded the flagrant, he would have been suspended. Our thoughts on that. It's Evan and Tiki on the Fan till the Carton Show at 2 o'clock. Contractors, When deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windorama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Andersen windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama Rewards for Pros, earn up to 2% back, plus perks like free delivery. Windorama for Pros, your job, your deadline, your team. Visit windorama.com/4-pros to learn more.
Hospital for Special Surgery would like to congratulate the New York Knicks on reaching the NBA Finals, and they're one win away. Let's go, Knicks. At HSS, they're the proud official hospital of the New York Knicks. The orthopedic care they can count on all season long comes from HSS. The same #1 ranked care that kept professional athletes, weekend warriors, and New Yorkers moving for over 160 years. To learn more, make an appointment. Visit hss.edu. Most major insurance plans accepted. HSS, the official hospital of the New York Knicks. Now, Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka is your go-to drink this golf season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. No bubbles, no troubles. Look for the new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry half and half in stores now. Cheers to hitting the fairway and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Talk sports after hours with Tommy Lugauer, 7 to midnight. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, an Odyssey sports station.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The New York Knicks' 29-point comeback in Game 4 of the NBA Finals might not be numerically the biggest comeback in the history of the NBA, but given the stakes, it is absolutely the biggest comeback in the history of the NBA. The Knicks lose that game, it's 2-2, and San Antonio reclaims home court. Now the Knicks have all the momentum. The Knicks are up 3-1. Last night, what we saw, the biggest comeback in NBA history. I'm Nick Costos.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
Spreadsheets, clunky software, 100 different logins just to run your business?
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more, so you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Clouds and thunderstorms, high 95.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
Trade the basketball finals on Kalshi. New York is currently trading at 78% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $120 if they win the series. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything.
At Bank of America, we support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge. What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Hi, it's Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuckit. 15 years, 15 million shirts sold, and we're still the best in the game, which means Untuckit also has the best gifts for Father's Day, now on sale. He'll love to unwrap wrinkle-free cotton to save him time in the morning, performance stretch styles he never has to iron, polos for golf, and more, all perfect for the summer. Shop our Father's Day sale going on now at untuckit.com or at one of our 80-plus stores nationwide. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Want to stay cool for the next 2 summers without spending a penny? Well, Sloman's has the AC offer of the century. Get 18 months with 0 payments and 0 interest. They're now offering cutting-edge 18-SEER 2026 refrigerant compliance systems expertly installed by their certified technicians, all at the lowest prices of the year. That's right. Get started with 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. Plus, they're including a comprehensive 5-year service plan. This includes annual system checks, filter replacement, and refrigerant to keep your AC running smoothly all summer long. Servicing all of Long Island and Queens, call the team at Sloman's today at 516-932-7000 for your free estimate. But hurry, these cool savings won't last. Don't miss out. Call 516-932-7000 or visit ac.slomans.com. That's ac.slomans.com. Terms and conditions do apply.
BetMGM Sportsbook is making the world's game more exciting than ever before. Win a share of $500K in bonus bets for every goal the U.S. team scores during the tournament. It's easy. Log into your BetMGM Sportsbook account to receive a Goal Rush Grand Prize qualifying token. Then place a pregame straight bet of at least $5 on the U.S. team's match with your token attached. For every goal the U.S. team scores in that match, you'll earn a share of $500K in bonus bets. That's right, $500,000 in bonus bets per goal. Get in on tournament action with BetMGM and win a share of $500K in bonus bets for every goal the U.S. men's team scores. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards and non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. A season like we've never experienced once again produced magical moments as what began as a Madison Square massacre turned into a Madison Square miracle, with the Knicks completing the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. They are now 1 win away from completing a dream season and will look to close it out on the road Saturday night in San Antonio. Will they bring a championship back home to New York? The latest breaking Knicks news, the biggest Knicks opinions, and the most trusted voices delivering them all live here. Your home for New York sports is 101.9 FM, WFAN.
Yesterday, Tiki, one of the big conversations was Victor Wembanyama and the fact that the flagrant that should have been called and had a chance to be called because the league reviewed it wasn't called. And I had an opinion, which I think people could see the other side of, even if they didn't agree with, which was them not calling the flagrant on Wemby, or at least after the fact calling it, was a good thing for the Knicks. And the reason it was a good thing for the Knicks is it would have put Wemby 1 point away from an automatic suspension, and I believe the officials would have protected him at all costs. And so that if there was something worthy of a flagrant, it would not be called. Now, I heard a lot of disagreement about that, which I respect. And then last night, early in the third quarter, Wemby did something dirty and was called for a flagrant. And naturally, the discourse amongst Knicks fans and even on the broadcast was, hey, if they had upgraded that or called it at all, he'd be facing an automatic suspension.
Right, for Game 5.
Where I'm going to disagree with people, and there's no way for you to be proven right or for me to be proven right, is I don't think they would have called a flagrant last night. I think, to my point, they would have protected their golden boy as much as possible. There was about 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. At this point, it was a 29-point lead. Like, that was the apex of the Spurs lead when Wemby was called for that little elbow shot.
And the problem with Wemby does these things is that they're unnecessary.
Very unnecessary.
It's like, what point is that making? You're already up by 29.
And you patting Cat down to say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do it on purpose, doesn't make it any better.
Right.
You elbowed the guy in the face.
Right.
But my point to you, and this was my point yesterday, and again, there's no way for any of us to be proven right. I think they would have reviewed it and said, we're not calling it. And if you think that's that crazy, if you're like, come on, Evan, he elbowed him in the face. He threw Brunson to the ground and they didn't call it.
By the neck, basically.
So I think we would have ended up in the exact same place if they had upgraded the flagrant.
Yeah,
they wouldn't have called that one. And if they don't call that one, Tiki, do you come back from 29 down? Bang, you're welcome, I win.
I mean, I don't know.
You don't think the flagrant turned the game around?
I mean,
that was the apex of the lead.
Obviously.
Okay, so if they don't call a flagrant, what happens?
I have no idea.
I'll tell you what happens.
Probably something very similar.
Similar, but I mean, you're talking about the difference in a couple of points.
Yeah. Again, this comes down to the Spurs just starting to miss shots. They started taking ill-advised three-pointers because they were very comfortable making a ton of them in the first half. And they stopped playing smart basketball. And it allowed the Knicks to come back because they started playing faster and more efficient. Now, with that being said, did it emotionally bring the Knicks back? Maybe. It woke them up a little bit.
But here's the real question for you. And again, it's frustrating because we'll never know the truth. Do you think the league would have protected Wemby last night by not calling that a flagrant?
I can't believe in the conspiracy theory. I know it's going to be part of this. Unfortunately, it's going to be a part of this series, no matter how it ends, how bad the officiating was in this series, especially the first 3 games. And it didn't feel like it was a narrative in Game 4, but I don't want officiating to become part of the story.
No.
So if it's not, and they're starting to call or not call things on Wemby because he's a superstar and you want him in the game because it helps TV ratings, then that's over my head.
But I think that's far different. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and you're going to hear this from Knicks fans. You probably already have over the last few days that the league is looking for the Spurs. They're trying to help the Spurs. They want them to win the series. The fix is in. I'm not suggesting any of that. What I'm suggesting, and I think this has been going around since the beginning of time, is that they want their superstars on the floor.
Well, I mean, of course you want. Why do you think in the NFL you can't touch, breathe on, or even look at cross-eyed a quarterback?
Because they want them on the field.
Because they're the stars.
So
they make the most money, and you need them on the field.
So I think a lot of times, and you've seen this over the years, you're protecting your superstars. I think Wemby would have been protected if they have upgraded that flagrant.
Yeah, but if he's egregious like he's been.
Was that egregious? Wasn't Brunson's worse than that one? Like, if you had to pick, which one was worse? Him elbowing Cat or him throwing Brunson down? Which one was worse?
I mean, the Cat one, it's just violent. Like,
and what was the Brunson one? He threw him to the ground, dude.
Yeah, but it was almost like, we talked about this the other day, Tuesday. It was like a big brother with a pesky little brother. Like, get away from me.
Doesn't that make it worse? He's like a child.
No, it doesn't.
There's child abuse.
It's more funny. Whereas Cat, the one on Cat that led to the flagrant, it was violent.
I got you. My only point is this. I'll end on this. I don't think any of us can win the argument. I just thought that when that elbow occurred, the opinion I had was they're not calling this if he's a point away from a suspension.
Right.
And I don't believe they would have. Now, they called it, and so we end up in the same spot, which is he's one more flagrant away from an automatic suspension. I got a crazy prediction I'm going to tell you right now.
Go ahead.
Because I still need a few more days. The next game is Saturday. I got this weird feeling the Spurs are going to win on Saturday. But it's going to be marred by a flagrant on Wemby, and he won't play Game 6. And the Knicks will close out the NBA championship
Winning by 30.
with Wemby not on the floor in Game 6.
And they win by 30.
Probably, yeah. And that is my prediction. And if that happens, I don't want to hear a word about what Wemby didn't play. Wemby earned not playing.
Could you imagine if that actually was the case? Because everybody's been talking about this for the whole series, basically. How Wemby's getting the calls and the refs are biased towards Wemby. He's a star and they want him to be the big piece, the big story in this whole thing. But because he is a dirty player, he gets kicked out of the NBA Finals. Can you?
Yes.
When does that happen?
I'm going to tell you why.
Draymond Green.
Draymond, Well, the Knicks lost in Eastern in a playoff series because guys came off the bench.
Right.
Can't forget that.
Oh, right. But that was years ago.
But I'm going to use logic with you, Tiki. The Spurs are favored to win Saturday, correct?
Yes.
They are. They're 5.5-point favorites. So the Spurs winning, not that crazy, right? Mm-hmm. Is it that crazy to say Wemby gets a flagrant?
No.
Okay, so then why is that opinion that I'm giving you that nuts?
It's not.
They're actually likely to happen. The Spurs win, Wemby gets a flagrant, he don't play in Game 6, Knicks are NBA champions.
Unless the flagrant takes out like Brunson and he can't play.
Yeah, right. I guess if you're Wemby, if you're going to flagrant, you better flagrant.
You said it.
Well, I'm just saying. But I can see that scenario. I really can. I think that's my new official prediction.
Knicks in 6 because Wemby's 86th.
All right, let's get back to your calls. 888-808-1019. Sean in Manhattan. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, guys? First time, long time.
Appreciate you.
Thanks for calling,
Thank you, Sean.
Man, what a night, what a comeback, what a time to be a Knicks fan. It's exciting. I'm running on fumes, and I just wanted to quickly say that game was crazy. I'm not going to lie. I didn't watch the first half. I had a migraine. I fell asleep. I was just dealing with it. And I got a couple of texts from a friend of mine who's not a Knicks fan, let's say, and he was just giving it to me. And I mean, I ended up staying awake because I had no choice because he kept texting me and laughing, and it was just ironic that at the end of the game, me actually waking up to see the second half, we ended up pulling it off. So I guess I got the better half of it, and I was able to give it to him back in return.
What I don't understand, and Sean has done this. Now, Sean didn't do it last night, so I'm going to defend him. I don't get trash talk. Arrogant, douchey trash talk in the middle of an NBA game when you know that game can switch on a dime.
Yep.
Like I have learned the hard way, shut your mouth until the game is over. Like even last night, like when the Knicks are down by 29, do I have an urge to be a jerk? Yes. Do I have an urge to reach out to certain people and be like, how's it going? I did not send a message to anybody. And it's not because I'm a good guy. It's because and especially in the NBA, how quickly things can change.
Especially with this Knicks team. They've earned the right not to count them out.
I agree.
Well before last night.
Well, I mean, think about game 1 against Cleveland. I don't know how, if you're a hater, you would actually do that. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing?
You're asking for it.
No. Sean did it in game 1 against Cleveland.
I did.
I'll never forget it.
I did.
And I was like, what are you doing? Don't you watch basketball? Don't you understand this could happen?
And rather than do that again, now I just profit immensely on all my gambling apps.
Oh, my God. Let me tell you last night.
I could afford to go to game 6 now.
Me too. Yep. And it's easy for Sean and I to do this because we're hedging. If you're a Knicks fan and you're getting blown out, are you really confident? In fact, I actually don't know this, but I asked someone to pull it. So, because I did not get a chance to listen, but you know that Big Mac and Craig do a halftime special on YouTube?
Uh-huh.
I wonder what they said at halftime. I wonder what I honestly don't know because I haven't heard it. But I wonder if, because Craig's been super confident, kind of cocky, if you will. Down by 27, do you think he was confident or do you think he was like, oh, my God, we're dead?
I think he was, oh, my God, what's going on?
I've never heard Craig do that. He's usually we're the best. We're going to have a parade. Him and Tommy are like the same. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Mac and Craig from last night's halftime special on YouTube.
The series is tied at 2. It's now best of 3, and all the momentum is on the Spurs side going back home.
Well, I heard a Big Mac, so he agreed. Wait a second, Craig, are you telling me that you're giving up on this game at halftime?
And yes, I've given up on the second half. They're not coming back and winning this game.
This game's over.
And I can accept that.
Both of them.
Now it's just a matter of self-respect and, how much do we lose by? And then we get 2 days off. Thursday and Friday are off. And Saturday is the pivotal game 5, trying to get the lead back to come back home and wrap it up. Yeah. And that's on the table right now.
Wow. What defeatist losers.
Wow.
What are we doing?
I did not see that coming. And Big Mac was just like, yep.
That's bad.
Wow.
Yeah, that's bad.
Now one of the two of them could go,
that was
this Knicks team, let's see.
Yes. We've seen it before. It wasn't 29, but it was 22. Let's go.
And look, I'm not saying that you should have thought they were going to win because I'm a negative fan, but even as a negative fan, I would have been like, all right, let's just get this thing to 15 at the end of the quarter. Or let's get it, whatever the goal is, 12, 15, kind of in that range.
Well, that's all you had to think about.
That's what you got to think about. He's talking about, let's rest the starters.
Right.
let's get rest for Game 5.
But to Mike Brown's credit, he never does that.
Well, in fairness, if the Knicks don't cut it to 15, and it's in the, I don't know what that line is where you say, okay, screw it, it's not worth it anymore. But the Knicks made enough of a run with enough time left for Mike Brown to never be in a position to rest his starters.
Right.
So I don't know how much credit, like what coach would do that? Even Mark Daigneault, he never did that to that level.
No.
But wow, that was very defeatist. I'm surprised. I am surprised.
That's how the real Knick fan is. They get very negative. Let's kick this down the road. We get them next one.
I thought Craig was different.
That's not how this Knicks team is.
I thought he was more positive than most.
Well, he's also not paying attention to what this Knicks team has done.
Yes, he is. You can't say he's not paying attention. He's watched every game.
So then why did he think that this team was done?
I think he was being too emotional.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They're emotional in the moment and forget what this Knicks team has done this entire postseason. You shouldn't be surprised. Like, you should be shocked because the number was so big, but you shouldn't be surprised that they came back and made this a game. Honestly. Seriously. When it was 81 to 50, whatever it was 16-point lead, 81 to 50, 65. That's when I was like, all right, this Knicks team this is going to finish within 10. Like, they're getting this within 10.
Right.
And it's going to look like just a normal defeat. But they'll have something to hang their hat on and say, look what we stormed back
Right.
from.
We got some momentum.
We'll take it into Game 5 on the road. We already won twice there. This will be good. But to come all the way back, that's shocking. But you shouldn't be surprised.
Right. And I think to the inverse of that, because I bet we're going to start to think, well, this is over now.
Right.
How could the Spurs respond? And I don't know if I think that going into Saturday. Like, they're a good young team. Like, can they come out and shoot the lights out and get off to a good start and have another double-digit lead and maybe hold on?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it wouldn't stun me at this point. Like, yeah, I'd say losing 3 straight would be the big surprise, but the Spurs responding and winning Game 5, well, I think most Knicks fans are probably like, it's over now. It's like the over-emotional thing you're talking about.
Right.
From we're dead, the series is tied at 2. That's crazy. Let's go to Don in Fort Lee, New Jersey. What's up, Don?
What's up, Tiki, Evan?
What's up, man?
Thanks for having me on. I'm first time, long time. Well, I talk to the overnight guys a lot. I talk to Tommy. I talk to Al.
Nice.
So I'm a Villanova grad. I love these kids from Nova. I've been a Knicks fan since the early '70s, so I've kind of been through it all. Jalen Brunson has a high basketball IQ, is extremely high, and when he took that shot, he realized I'm taking Wemby as far from the basket as possible.
Yep.
He took an extra long shot. He knew time was of the essence, so he wanted his guys to have time to crash the boards, and he knew he had the rebounders outnumbered 4-3, so he liked his chances. When you take a longer shot like that, you tend to have longer rebounds as well. So all that came into his, if he tries to make the extra pass to, Anunoby, probably has a cleaner look. But the thing is, we've seen the end of these games where they don't get a shot off. That happens. So risk return. Everything figured into the equation. I'm taking Wemby as far from the basket. He's not going to be there to contest the rebound or the putback. I give my guys enough time to get that rebound and get the basket or get fouled. So all that was part of it. He even pulled Josh off the floor for that because you want all his best 3-pointer shooters out on the floor for that final possession.
No, I think you're right. I think that's why in the moment, I think there was a lot of no's when Jalen put the shot up, just on the nature of where it was on the court. But I think when you think about it, especially knowing the result, which certainly helps, but you think about it, it all makes sense. That's why I mentioned at the top of the show, I didn't love the shot at first, but I love at least giving myself a second chance, which is what he allowed to do by getting that shot off early enough. And by dragging Wemby to the perimeter, you knew he wasn't going to be a factor on the glass, which laid it wide open for OG to tip it back in.
And there was another defender coming, so he's right. It was 3-on-4 in the paint, and with the size that you had down there, Cat was down there obviously, but OG flying in unfettered. It's actually a smart play. It almost makes you wonder if Mike Brown drew it up like that.
Maybe, yeah. Quick shot, draw Wemby to the perimeter.
Yes.
And if you make it, great. And if you don't, I have confidence we'll get at least one or two tip-in possibilities.
Like I told you at the beginning of this game, crash the board, please.
Right. If you're just tuning in, we mentioned that. We played the clip of Mike Brown, who at his press conference said, I actually called OG out during shoot-around. I challenged him and said, I need you to crash the glass. And it ultimately won them the game. Gary in Atlantic Highlands. What's up, Gary?
How you doing?
All's well.
Not bad.
I think the Knicks and Brunson and them are going to end it in 5 on Saturday night.
All right.
What do you think about it?
Sorry to cut you off. My gut is what I just predicted, which is the Spurs win Game 5. Wemby gets a flagrant, doesn't play Game 6. You close it out at the Garden.
Right.
If I had to guess right now. But I admitted this the other day. This series and this run has given you so many surprises that we'll make predictions because it's fun. But sometimes I tell you I got a strong feeling about things. My feelings are out the window right now. Like it is, I don't know anymore. I'm at the point now where nothing would surprise me. If you told me the Spurs won the next 2 games and forced the 7th game, and then the Knicks won the 7th game in San Antonio, I'd say, yeah, makes sense.
Anything could happen. In this series. It really could.
Keep this in mind.
It feels like the Knicks are just destined at this point because they've lost once in 48 days, or how many tries, whatever it's been. So it feels like they're destined, but anything could happen because they're down in these games. Every game they're down.
No doubt. Sean, you like symmetry?
Yes.
I know it's different in terms of the way it was laid out, the results of games 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the location of game 7. But the New York Rangers ended their hibernation by blowing a 3-1 lead, but winning game 7.
Yeah, 54 years of waiting.
So,
wow.
Did you remember Marv Albert saying this one will last a lifetime?
Yeah. Well, you're confusing me on what I played yesterday because now I'm a mess.
Move past it. It was Sam
Well, then why
Rosen.
would you bring it up?
Just to make you a mess.
We had an argument yesterday. I remember Marv's call of the Rangers winning the Cup. He remembers Sam's. He claims everyone remembers Sam's. I pulled Marv's call, whatever. But the Rangers, you like symmetry. When the Rangers won the Cup, they had a 3-1 series lead. They won Game 4 in Vancouver. Game 5 and 7 were going to be at the Garden. So obviously that part is very different. They lost Game 5. They lost Game 6. They won Game 7.
And Game 4 is the iconic play of the series, the Pavel Bure penalty shot stopped by Richter.
There you go. There you go. And maybe the iconic moment of this series is what happened in Game 4. So to our last caller's point, we'll have a day to think about it more. I'm sure most Knicks fans are going to say it's over in 5, parade on Monday. Yeah, there's a part of me that thinks they're going to lose Game 5 and Wemby's going to get a flagrant. And we're going to have a Game 6 in Madison Square Garden without him. And, all right, hold on. I got further here. Spurs will have a 5-point lead at the half. And there will be a discussion of, are we going to lose this game? We're going to lose this game? And then they'll just destroy them in the second half. Garden party, you win an NBA title. I think that prediction makes a lot of sense. How about this guy? This guy almost turned the game off. Joe in Staten Island. Joe.
Well, listen, I thought what was going to happen was after that halftime lead they had, I thought that Brown was going to sit the starting 5 and bring in the bench and let them refocus themselves. But I was at work listening to it on the radio, and I was just like, they're chipping down. And I knew they were going to call a flagrant. They had to call a flagrant on Wemby because they don't want to see him out of there. He's the face of the league, and he's the dirtiest player so far. And it's annoying to me that they're trying to do this to us Knicks fans.
Well, I don't know if they're trying to do it purposely to you Knicks fans. I don't know if it's a personal thing. I think it's a star-driven league. And I agree with you. Everyone should play by the same rules. And I think what Wemby needs to learn, and he hasn't yet, is you cannot be, especially as someone who's 7'4", just flailing all over the place. Now, he learned it in Minnesota. At least I thought he did when he got thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
But he is an incredibly dirty player, and that is not Knicks fan bias. That's just describing what he is and who he is. And it doesn't mean he's going to be that his entire career, because maybe as he gets older, he's going to realize. But he has put himself in a spot where he is a flagrant away from an automatic suspension. And as much as I claim to you the refs will protect him, you can only protect him so much.
Right.
Because I guess as egregious as one is, you may just have to call it.
Right.
But I don't think it's about doing it to the Knicks more than it is, yes, a young star player is being protected. Sean's got a Cinco de Luncho coming up in a few minutes. More of your calls at 888-808-1019. And we've talked a lot about the big moments from last night's Knicks victory. What about the underrated moments where the Knicks don't come back if this doesn't happen? We'll get to it coming up, but Who's Hot in Baseball, sponsored by Petro Home Services. They're in first place now, but Chicago's Braden Montgomery is certainly hot. He had a walk-off home run in his Major League debut. Don't let your AC strike out this summer. Petro's tune-up and repair team has you covered. Go with your local HVAC pros. Go with Petro. For special offers, go to petro.com. That's petro.com.
You guys know the World Cup? Guess what? It's going to take over New York and New Jersey in just a few days. But the business students at NJIT are using innovative tech to put you right in the middle of the action. Their website is unbelievable. NJIT-worldcup.com. It can give you all of the information you need to plan your game day, whether you need to know the weather, the transit situation, whether that's on the Turnpike or the New Jersey Transit. You can find your NJ fan guide right there at njit-worldcup.com. It's the great students from NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management who are at the leading edge of business technology and have built the ultimate digital hub for the tournament. The coolest thing about this thing is you can track fan sentiment in real time to see how loud your city is. In New Jersey, that happens in just a few days. Be a part of the data. Be a part of the game. Visit njit-worldcup.com.
New York, your Knicks are in the NBA Finals, and this July, some of your favorite Knicks stars are heading to Fanatics Fest NYC. See Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, and more live at the world's #1 sports fan festival, returning to the Javits Center July 16th through the 19th. With 500-plus athletes, celebrities, and sports legends all under one roof, Fanatics Fest brings fans closer than ever with autographs, photo ops, live panels, and podcasts. Exclusive merch drops, rare collectibles, and unforgettable fan experiences. Tickets are selling quickly. Grab yours now at fanaticsfest.com. And one other message for you.
Let's go Knicks!
What was that, Sean?
Let's go Knicks!
I'm sorry, Sean?
Let's go Knicks!
What, Sean?
Let's go Knicks!
Okay.
Somebody hasn't looked ahead to the reads. They got to read next hour. This portion of the program is sponsored by the NYC Department of Transportation. It's also sponsored by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank.
The big soccer tournament is here. Extreme gridlock, also here. Skip the traffic, take public transit, sit back, relax, and arrive on time. In a showdown of transit versus traffic, transit wins every time. Brought to you by the NYC.
Save smarter and enjoy more with the great CD rates offered by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. Whether you're planning ahead or growing your savings, now is a great time to lock in a competitive rate. Visit flushingbank.com today. Member FDIC.
It's a Yingling thing. Knowing you should never show up empty-handed. You bring something that fits the night. Like a case of Flight by Yingling, a premium light beer that's low-calorie, low-carb, and deliciously refreshing. It's a Yingling thing. Keep it light with Flight.
Get your Yingling Lager at Bostwick's in East Hampton, John Sullivan's on West 35th Street, or your local neighborhood beer distributor. Yingling Lager, an ice-cold tradition, ready to be poured. Enjoy a Yingling today.
Long Island is more exciting than ever at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. This June, don't miss our midweek Money Rush drawing and your chance to win your share of $50,000. Be here on Wednesday, June 10th and 24th from 3 till 6 p.m. when one lucky winner will be drawn every hour to win $5,000 cash. Then at 7 p.m., one winner will take home $5,000 cash plus any unclaimed cash from the previous drawings. Come to where Long Island wins at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel. If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with the toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge. Big props to this team.
Some decisions are a win-win, like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business, the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Listen to MLB Insider Calls on WFAN all season long. Presented by Grainger. For the ones who get it done, Grainger offers the professional grade products you need, delivered when and where you need them. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new FiOS customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
If you're still using a sportsbook to bet on the finals, you're getting robbed. It's time to delete the app and join the millions using Polymarket. Polymarket is a prediction market, not a sportsbook. You trade against other fans, not the house. That means more money for you and less for those greedy sportsbooks. It's available in all 50 states. Polymarket is your go-to prediction market for basketball's biggest stage. Download Polymarket in the App Store and use promo code BLAZE to unlock $50 free for your first trade. That's promo code BLAZE. Trade not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
Okay, class, let's begin.
Psst, love your boots. I just sold a pair like that on eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it took like 2 seconds to list and they sold almost immediately. I've been selling everything lately. Some chunky boots, a faux fur coat I never wore, and a vintage chair that was more of an expensive clothing rack.
You know, I actually bought these on eBay. Wait, are you Kitty Sell Stuff from Brooklyn?
Okay, quiet, please.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
HL Gross Jewelers of Garden City is Long Island's premier engagement and wedding ring destination. Visit HL Gross today or online at hlgross.com.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. An evenly matched fixture between South Korea and Czechia wraps up opening day play in Group A. Czechia rides a 6-match winning streak while South Korea has won their last 2 friendlies by a combined 6-0 scoreline. They've advanced out of the group stage in 4 of their last 6 appearances and shocked Portugal in their last World Cup in 2022. I'm Mike Conti.
For all station contest rules, go to WFAN.com/rules.
I don't need to tell you. New Yorkers are paying more for everything. Rent, utilities, groceries, every single month. The office that's supposed to protect us is on the sidelines. I'm Raj Goyal. As an ACLU lawyer, I fought for the people against powerful interest every single day. Now I'm going to be your affordability watchdog. I'll take the pension fund out of the greedy hands of Wall Street and put it back into affordable housing, holding utility companies accountable and auditing waste and fraud.
Raj Goyal, affordability watchdog for Comptroller.
Paid for by Raj Goyal for New York State Comptroller.
Hi, it's Chris Riccobono, founder of Untuckit. 15 years, 15 million shirts sold, and we're still the best in the game, which means Untuckit also has the best gifts for Father's Day, now on sale. He'll love to unwrap wrinkle-free cotton to save him time in the morning, performance stretch styles he never has to iron, polos for golf, and more, all perfect for the summer. Shop our Father's Day sale going on now at untuckit.com or at one of our 80-plus stores nationwide. Untuckit, shirts designed to be worn untucked.
Take the guesswork out of cooking, folks. The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking chicken, fish, or steak. Order the newly released 3rd-generation Chef IQ Sense at chefiq.com. That's chefiq.com.
Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now or go to carsforkids.org. Did you know you can donate real estate too?
For 100 years, London Jewelers has been part of life's most meaningful moments, from engagements and anniversaries to milestones, big and small. We've helped mark the moments that matter the most to our customers. Generations of families have trusted London Jewelers for exceptional craftsmanship, timeless design, and service that lasts a lifetime. As we celebrate a century of excellence, we thank you for being part of our story, and we look forward to the moments still to come. We invite you to visit London Jewelers at any one of their 6 locations. London Jewelers, celebrating 100 years of brilliance.
Trade the basketball finals on Kalshi. New York is currently trading at 78% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $120 if they win the series. Download the Kalshi app and use code FAN to get $10 when you trade $10. Kalshi, trade on anything.
Get connected with WFAN to talk about your favorite teams. The Fan on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Patrick Mahomes is rich. The Chiefs tacked on 2 more years to his deal and brings his total value to $504.7 million, meaning he's the first player in NFL history to reach $500 million in value on a contract. Must be nice. Mets, meanwhile, will play the Cardinals at 1:10 as Christian Scott faces Hunter Dobbins in an enormous game in the NL wildcard race.
Are you being sarcastic? Like, what is that? What was that?
I mean, you can't get swept here.
I mean, what if they do? And what if they don't? Like, does it make any difference?
I think they're eliminated with a loss today.
Look, they're not eliminated because there's time left. They're just not good. And I've been saying this for 2 months now.
Especially against good teams.
Hoping I'd be wrong, by the way. I've been hoping forever I'd be wrong. They're not good. They don't pitch well enough. Their offense is limp as hell.
Yeah, their back-end starters are just – they don't have a plan right now.
They don't have back-end starters.
Right, so they don't have – and they try these openers, and it just – sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Did not work yesterday with Austin Warren, but what also didn't work is that other than a Francisco Alvarez home run, they didn't do anything. But they do play later today, about 40 minutes from now. Mets-Cardinals wrap up the 3-game series. Yankees are off, so nice little off day for the Yankees before they head to Toronto. And we get an off couple of days of the NBA Finals. No game today, no game tomorrow, a chance to lick our wounds, react to the craziness of Game 4, overthink Game 5, plan parades.
Get some sleep.
Get some sleep. You know what I'm doing? I'm doing the opposite of getting sleep. But I think you're going to be jealous, except for Tiki. Tiki will not be jealous.
Which is?
Today, because Thursdays are actually movie premiere nights. We think it's Fridays, but it's actually Thursdays. Thursday night, if a movie is premiering, it gets shown. So tonight, right after some afternoon activities, I'm taking both my kids and my wife to celebrate Disclosure Day.
Oh.
Let's go!
Boo.
What do you mean, boo? It's going to be the biggest movie in America. It's going to be a box office sensation.
You're not going to learn anything new.
It's a movie. I'm not supposed to learn anything. I'm supposed to be entertained. It's a Spielberg movie.
You're not going to be. It's going to feel like Independence Day.
Well, that's fine. Independence Day is one of my top 5 favorite movies of all time.
Are they doing it again?
Well, it's okay because the second one was so bad. It's not.
I don't even remember the second one.
Well, it was not good. It bothered me because
I think I watched it, but I don't remember.
So I watched it. I was grossly disappointed. My oldest son loved Independence Day, rightfully so.
Of course, it was a great movie,
and insisted on watching the sequel. And I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. But I showed it to him. He wanted to see it, and he loved it. And I'm like, dude, what are we doing here? This movie's trash. But yeah, Disclosure Day comes out this weekend, and I'm so excited that I'm taking the family on a Thursday night. That's the beauty of no sports tonight.
I don't know how anybody who stayed up for that Knicks game and couldn't fall asleep right away is sitting in a movie theater when those lights go dark today. I'd be out like a light.
Because the movie's very exciting. Now, I respect Tiki's not into it. I am. I think I heard Gio, mention he was into it. I could be wrong.
I want to see it badly, but I don't think I would give it its proper mental context if I saw it today.
6 o'clock movie. Be done by 8:30. Rico at 9.
I'm
good to go.
Snoring like an octopus by like 5:45.
Yeah, for anyone expecting a Rico brilliant, you'll get it. It's going to be after Disclosure Day.
Right.
And I can't even give you a film review because no one will have seen it yet, and I don't want to spoil anything.
This is like opening day.
It's like opening night. So basically, movies come out on Fridays, but they technically come out on Thursday nights.
Right.
You can go see it. And when I'm really excited for a movie, like I was Planet of the Apes when it came out a couple years ago, its latest version, I'm there on a Thursday night. And luckily, the Mets play in the afternoon. The Yankees are off. There's no NBA Finals. Is the hockey thing going on?
It's actually been a great Stanley Cup, and a pivotal Game 5 is 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh, that's tonight?
Yeah,
Yes.
2-2, right?
Yeah, the games have actually been unbelievable.
I know it has. I've been keeping track and lightly, but I didn't know it was tonight. I wasn't sure it was tonight or tomorrow.
But you know what? They're not going to crown a champion tonight, so you get away with it.
Yeah. It's also not a local team.
It's also Disclosure Day. Sorry. I'm going to tell you. Anyhow, Fida, Sean.
Sean Moraes in the booth. Somebody hide the castle. Optics flying, phones ringing, Evans yelling. No! Tiki's laughing, chaos cracking. Nobody's in control. It's Cinco de Roncho. Bam! Crunch! Let's go!
Let's go! Cinco de Luncho, brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have a feeling controversial list about to go down. Very controversial. The file time is Andrew Kaplan, our digital producer, will claim. I sent this at 12:41 a.m. Remember this date? My birth date is May 13th, 1987. It's an important date to plant your flag. May 13th, 1987. The top 5 New York sports moments of my lifetime.
Okay, so you're clarifying it is 87 and beyond?
So
May of 87 and beyond.
The Mets are not included.
Well, the 86 Mets are not included.
May
That's
of
what I
87.
mean.
The top 5 New York sports moments of my lifetime. That will now live
what
forever.
Other Mets moment would be included?
Winning the pennant in 2000, winning the pennant in 2015, Johan's no-hitter, Robin Ventura's Grand Slam single.
Did I hear World Series in it?
Here we go.
Here we go! Number 5.
Scott Norwood, wide right.
Yeah.
Right there.
Definitely memorable.
Can't argue.
Okay.
Number 4.
The Jeter flip play.
Wow.
Yeah, easy.
Above Norwood? You won the Super Bowl.
It wasn't them. It wasn't the
Giants. Well, it was you winning the Super Bowl.
I know, but it wasn't the Giants making the play.
Tiki, thank you. That was my tiebreaker. Every moment that happens after Norwood right is the team making the actual play, not a team missing a play.
Right.
I understand, but
the Giants were in position to lose.
Jeter's flip play.
And the guy just missed.
Jeter's flip play was in the division series.
Okay, but remember, they're on the verge of being eliminated. They're going to win a World Series after that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Number 3.
Matto.
Yep.
Number 2.
The OG Anunoby comeback.
You putting it at number 2?
Yeah, I am. Greatest comeback in NBA Finals history.
Number 1.
And the David Tyree catch.
Yeah, no Yankees. I mean, you guys have a million
Jeter
championships.
flip play. Think about all the
that's
World
right.
Series.
But you're putting that over any of the World Series?
Think about it. 2 sweeps. 2009, you had the couple Matsui homers, the A-Rod homer. When you actually think about the Yankee World Series, the other one you could have said is Liritz's homer, and I've had that there.
Mm-hmm.
But the Jeter flip play was so otherworldly, he came out of nowhere to do something extraordinary.
Right. He shouldn't have been there.
And
that's the point.
And they don't win a World Series without that play. So it has to be on there.
It's a vastly overrated moment then.
Why?
Because, it's the division series.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
And by the way, the Jeter flip play occurred in a year in which they didn't win the World Series.
Oh, wait, it didn't? I screwed that up?
It was 2001.
I thought it was 2000.
No. Are you going to take it back now? You didn't even win the World Series.
I have to.
I have to. It's the Liritz homer.
How do you not know that?
Because, Evan, when you win so much, these years blend together.
You got, bro.
And I gave you the file time, 12:40 last night. Give me a break.
It's funny, though, because I don't think I think about it that way.
That's a bad job. I really, in all these years, for some reason, I had 2000 in my head.
I just
The
think
New York Yankees.
But it's just a memorable play.
It's a very memorable
play.
play.
Just remember the play.
It's not top 5.
Even though you don't remember the circumstance.
And also,
I mean,
it's not even top 10.
Okay, hold on. Here, this will test it.
Yeah.
If the Knicks end up losing in 7, are we remembering OG's play?
Very complicated question. The Knick thing is very, and I'm going to tell you why. Can I explain that?
Okay,
it's
go
a
ahead.
broader issue. And it's a weird topic to even have because they're up 3-1. This Knick team is beloved.
Yes.
It is beloved, and rightfully so. There is a stench to blowing a 3-1 lead, but this team is so beloved. I have a tough time knowing and figuring out how this team would be viewed if they didn't win this series.
Yeah.
I don't think it would be a complete stench because of how beloved they are. But I get your point. If they lose this series, I don't know.
All right.
So it's a complicated question. I don't think we'll ever have to answer because I think they'll get one of the next 3. But I don't know how to answer that one. The Yankees are different. And let me argue with you. Memorable moments. I'd put Brocious and Tino's tying home runs against BK Kim over Jeter's flip play.
Okay. Jeter.
I'd put the Jeffrey Mayer play above the Jeter flip play.
It's
The
Jeter.
Liritz's home run above the Jeter flip play.
The Jeter flip play is the most iconic moment of his career, and he's arguably the most iconic New York sports
Paul
athlete in the last 40
O'Neill's
years.
running catch against Luis Polonia in Game 5 above the flip play.
Man
No, I don't
runs.
no way.
The man runs from left field to the first
No,
baseline out of picture.
Who cares?
I wasn't as big a baseball fan back then, and I remember Jeter.
But I think that's because you were here in New York actively playing.
Dude,
Who are we talking to? We talking to the Californians right now?
Yeah.
We talking to the Texans?
I was just talking to you.
picture doing WFAN the day after that flip play.
Yes.
That is 4 hours of naming the play. It's unbelievable.
I think if you're going to base it on this radio station, the conversation that probably garnered the most attention was the Jeffrey Mayer play. And I'll never forget it. Mike and Chris went at it because Dog was at, we're celebrating this kid. This freaking kid was celebrating.
But it's not a play. It's a kid reaching over a wall.
Of course it's a play. It's a home run. That shouldn't have been a home run.
That matters because every party who hated the Yankee dynasty likes to point to that moment. That's not the iconic Yankee. Like Derek Jeter's flip play is, oh my God, what a play by Jeter.
How did you label the Cinco?
The top 5 New York sports moments of my lifetime that will live forever.
Yeah, this will live forever. Doesn't have to be amazing.
Right.
Live forever.
I don't consider that a play. A kid catching a ball.
Look, I think your list is fine. David Tyree, no one's going to argue with. All right? And in fact, I would probably agree that that's number one. Like, I think it's very difficult to knock off.
It's impossible.
The Giants beating the Patriots, an undefeated team. It's the greatest run to a championship I've ever seen.
Completely improbable.
Everything about it, I will defer to that being number one.
Yep.
Okay, recency bias is gone.
And it feels like, even though it wasn't the winning touchdown, it comes down to that play.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not necessarily the winning point.
I think to your point of where the OG play and just the comeback ranks, I think to Tiki's point, if they win a championship, it is incredibly high. Mm-hmm. If they don't, I'm not sure what happens to it.
You're right. I am operating under the assumption they are not losing 3 games in a row when I make this list, and I will admit that. But as soon as they win a championship, this is right below Tyree. It is. It's the greatest comeback in NBA history, and that moment is just, it lives forever.
I get you. It's definitely one of those iconic moments we're going to debate about for a very long time. No doubt about it. Let's get back to your calls, and I'll give you a few underrated moments that yet, being on the air for 3 hours, we haven't even touched on, which shows you how much there was going on in that basketball game last night. 888-808-1019. Let's go to Taco Frank in Hamilton. What's up, Taco Frank?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
Good, man. What's on your mind?
What a night, man. Evan, I'm a WFAN lifer, and I don't ever remember there being more hype around somebody's tickets. But I got a great ticket. I think I have a great ticket question for you man.
Go ahead.
I've been known to place a few wagers here. I got a question for you. So looking on SeatGeek, your tickets are probably sitting around 16,000, 17,000 a ticket right now. Do you hedge if 10,000 wins you about 17,000 on the game tomorrow if you take the Knicks? So are you going to do some hedging if you don't mind sharing with us? Because there's a ton of interest around your tickets, Evan.
Well, first of all, I think the reason there's interest in my tickets is no one at WFAN's ever really had tickets for the most part. It was press credentialed and all that. Like Mike and the Mad Dog back in the day just had press credentials.
Right.
I think Mike eventually did have tickets. I'm not saying he never did, but I'm a season ticket holder, like 5 different teams. I go to the game. Sometimes I sell the game. So I think that's why there's interest around it because no one else has done it. I do not list my tickets on SeatGeek. I list my tickets only on Ticketmaster because it's the official ticket reseller of the Knicks. I'm not doing a commercial for them. I'm being honest. Like, they don't pay me anything. Obviously, they take a lot of fees away from me. So my tickets aren't listed anywhere. I don't know what they will go for. And this is the biggest misnomer. When people talk about ticket prices, they don't know. And I understand why they don't know. They're not involved in it. Right. As being someone involved in it, what you have heard in the news, and I've tried to tell everyone this, is not real. It's what people ask for on SeatGeek, which is not an official partnership with the Knicks. That doesn't mean they're sold for that.
Right.
So
that's what they're trying to sell them for.
Correct. Like I did not go last night. Full transparency. I went obviously to game 3. I sold my tickets last night. I know what I made. It wasn't 17 grand. It's different. Now, am I hedging? Of course I'm hedging. I'm hedging because, yes, if there's a game 6, we'll see what happens. And I'm also hedging because, again, excuse my French, I hate you. So I'm hedging because it alleviates some of my pain. So when the Knicks were plus 1,200 last night, did I bet the Knicks? Yeah. When the Knicks were plus 1,700 last night, did I bet the Knicks? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I have a nice night last night hedging the Knicks? Yeah. But I was still pissed, which I guess shows you that I am a demented sports fan.
Money doesn't fix pissness?
Money doesn't fix everything. And I am living proof of it because I couldn't sleep last night. It wasn't because I was excited about the new electric bike I'm buying.
Oh.
It was because...
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
I wasn't really going to do... I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, you should go for it.
Electric bike. He's got electric car on the brain, too.
Yeah, going very electric.
All right. Getting into the grid.
That's right. That's right.
Boogie, oogie, oogie.
I also have a big dilemma. I may teach my oldest son about gambling or hedging because I am scheduled to take my son on Monday on a field trip, a scheduled off day, if you will. But I also understand that if the Knicks win an NBA championship, I can't have that scheduled off day. And my son understands. We all understand it as much as it's not popular in the Roberts household.
What's wrong with your school district planning field trips when the Knicks are in the NBA Finals?
I know, those selfish bastards.
What the hell?
So I was thinking.
I know it's the end of school and you don't want to do anything, but jeez.
So I was thinking of teaching Jet how to hedge a bet, but I'm not going to do that because that's actually very inappropriate.
It just dawned on me. You might have an out here, Evan.
What's my out?
If the Knicks win Saturday, are they sending all these kids into New York City to go to Ellis Island the day of a Knicks parade with 1 million people here?
I never said Ellis Island. Thank you, though, for giving that away.
I thought you did. I'm sorry.
No, I never did that. But thanks. Thanks for revealing the field trip.
What's wrong with
what's
I don't know.
the field trip? It's not like people get there by car, Evan.
Here's all I know. Because the Knicks are a winner.
Somebody's going to be waiting for you outside there?
I know.
Hey, come on, dude. It's Ellis Island. By the way, it's amazing.
It is, and I was excited to go.
Have you been?
No.
Yeah, me and Tracy took the kids last year. I've lived here forever.
Wow.
You've lived here for longer than me.
Yeah.
We went for the first time. It was awesome.
No, it's awesome. And I got relatives who obviously crossed through Ellis Island to come here. I was excited to go, and I would go.
Will Jet walk up to the top?
I think he wants to, yeah.
Okay. It's scary. Brooklyn wouldn't do it.
Right.
She got a quarter of the way up not even, like she took 2 steps up the stairs and was like, I can't do it. It's too
well, I can see that.
It's scary. So she wouldn't do it. And she regretted not doing it. But me and Tracy did it.
Yeah. Well,
it was cool. Now you can't really see anything out of the top, whatever, the crown. But it's kind of cool.
So I needed to let the teacher know that there's a possibility I may not be able to attend the field trip due to work.
And what did she say?
I reached out to her to have a conversation. Jet got to her before I did. And so she responds to me, sorry, we're having a very busy day today. Jet mentioned you might not be able to come if the Knicks win? Question mark. To which I don't know if she knows what I do. She may just think I'm just some crazy Knicks fan.
She thinks you might be a degenerate.
So here's the email. Tell me if this works. I'm not going to say her name, but hi, Miss Blank.
Yeah.
I am not some crazy Knicks fan. But I have a job hosting a sports talk show, and I had originally taken Monday off to do the field trip, which I am and was very excited about. But unfortunately, if the Knicks win on Saturday, it would be a day I would have to work. I know it means a lot to Jet to have a family member as a chaperone. Would it be okay if his grandma or his mom comes? Blah, blah, blah. Thank you, and I'm so sorry for this confusing mess. LOL. The Knicks losing would make life easier.
You forgot a word in there.
What?
In parentheses.
What?
Mets.
Mets.
LOL. Mets.
Oh, LOL. So do you think that email explains the situation better?
It definitely does.
Yeah, you handle it well.
Because right now she thinks I'm
Does
literally.
It matter that it's you or her or his mom or grandma? Does it matter?
I have to make sure. I don't know, actually. It's a great question. I don't know. I need to clarify that. But I just wanted her to know I am not some psycho Knick fan who won't go to my kid's event because I'm celebrating. In fact, it's the opposite.
Right.
I'm grieving.
Unbelievable.
I'm just kidding. I'm not grieving. I'm working. Doing a show.
She has to know what you do for a living.
Why would she know? Why?
Because your son talks about you, I'm sure, all the time.
I don't know if he does that.
He just told her.
Well, he went out of her way today to say, hey, if the Knicks win, my dad can't come. Which I appreciate him being honest.
She may not know. That's great. That's great.
Oh, I don't think she knows. But I think she thinks I'm a degenerate Knicks fan who is just like, if they win, I'm going to be so drunk I can't show up. Honestly, I think that's what she thinks.
This is so odd. I've never had this before.
Yeah.
20 years of teaching.
So I clarified. I clarified. I made it very clear I'm not a Knicks fan, so she knew that.
Either way, you're in the clear. They're not going to have a field trip that day.
Why would they not have a field trip to Ellis Island because of a Knicks parade?
With everything in downtown Manhattan, with millions of people.
Is that true?
School districts are not going to be sending kids on trips like that.
Because you're sending them on buses, right?
Yeah, we're taking a bus. I'm a chaperone. I'm going to be on the bus.
I'm sure this is district-wide. It's not just school-wide.
I can't answer that.
Yeah, so we don't know.
You think they'd cancel it for a Knicks parade?
I wish I had thought of this off air. It's because of the day. Again, you're going to risk a couple chaperones taking a bunch of kids with that many people in Lower Manhattan down to go see Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty. Never going to happen.
Wow. All right, that's good to keep in mind. Maybe this is going to bring this issue to the attention of the school. They're going to be like, wait a second.
Yeah, they'll delay it, and they'll say, we got another week and a half to do nothing, so we might as well do it next Monday.
In fairness,
just stop the movie cart from
we
coming out.
We don't know if the parade would be Monday. And to me, coming in and doing the show has nothing to do with the parade. I'd have to be here just to talk about it. But the parade could be Tuesday. I don't know when the parade's going to be.
The players want to move on with their lives.
And the way Mom Donnie and Dolan hate each other, maybe there won't be a parade. I have no idea. They don't like each other.
Do they not?
I mean,
it's all because of the parties? Is that
because
why?
Mamdani and the police department cornered off the Garden area and limited the amount of people that can get in. Dolan was so pissed off. He says, I got to come on and bitch about this, Craig. Comes on, which is great for us, great for Craig. I'm glad they have that relationship. But it was Dolan basically coming on to say, Mom Donnie's an inexperienced poopy head. That was what he basically said. He's an inexperienced goofball. Well, he doesn't know what he's doing.
He is inexperienced.
Oh, I didn't say
he was mayor for a couple months.
I didn't say he was wrong, Tiki. I'm just describing what was said. Yeah, it was an aggrieved mayor. He was aggrieved by the mayor. So I don't know if they're going to work out a parade situation.
A compromise.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Either way, we'll get to some of those underrated moments that should not be underrated that led to the New York Knicks victory last night. Plus, we'll get back to your phone calls. 888-808-1019, the number. It's Evan and Tiki till 2 this afternoon.
I'm always busy and on the go, so knowing my family is safe when I'm not with them is of utmost importance. That's why I turn to our partners at Slomin's, who recently installed the Slomin Shield Link system, a smart home security solution combining safety, convenience, and peace of mind that's manageable right from your phone. The technicians at Slomin's will set up your house however you want it. So if you want your cameras to come on whenever the alarm comes on, or the doors to lock when you turn on your alarm, the garage door control, or Apple Music to play throughout your house, just let them know, and they'll make it all happen for you. Experience the future of home security and automation with the Slomin Shield Link system. Call 1-800-ALARM-ME. That's 1-800-ALARM-ME, or visit slomins.com.
There's no better time than now to upgrade your home with Windorama Summer Savings Event. Save up to 40% off when you install with Windorama. Choose from top brands like Anderson Windows and Doors and Master Shield Gutter Guards. Book your free in-home consultation, shop from home, and let their local certified experts handle it all. A stress-free process from measurement to installation. And when you shop in stock inventory, they'll install in just 14 days. Visit Windorama.com and book now.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
If the San Antonio Spurs don't come back to win the NBA championship, them blowing a 29-point lead in Game 4 of the NBA Finals is up there with the Falcons blowing a 28-3 lead in Super Bowl 51 against the Patriots as the biggest collapses in sports history. And I can't help but think if Greg Popovich were still coaching this team, the Spurs would be up in this series. I'm Nick Costos.
The U.S. Treasury just released its official financial report for 2025. Buried in it is a startling admission. By its own numbers, it appears the U.S. government is insolvent. When governments go this deep in debt, they print money, raise taxes, or cut benefits, none of which can help protect you. That's why people move part of their savings into physical gold and silver. Call Monetary Gold at 877-NOW-GOLD for their complimentary gold and silver guide. That's 877-NOW-GOLD. Call Monetary Gold now at 877-NOW-GOLD. Do it before the next headline, not after. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
See website for details. BillsAppin.com is not a lender. It does not make credit decisions. Must be 18 years old. Not available in all states.
The mics are hot, the board is blinking. There's sauce on channel 3. Sean's got crumbs in the faders and ranch where the level should be. He's chewing through the traffic update, spilling lunch on every knob. Somebody grab a paper towel. How does Sean Morash still have a job? How does Sean Morash still have a job? No, really, how does Sean still have a job? A terrible bullboard op, a giant shill, a Knicks troll sent by God. He's got meatball grease on the soundboard and blue cheese in the ox. Somebody call engineering. How does Sean Morash still have a job? He'll defend the Giants like a preacher, even when they're getting robbed. Jackson Dart could spike one backwards. Sean would say that's a pro possession, and he's dancing like a slob. With buffalo sauce on the dump button, how does Sean Moran still have it?
Plus 130. This has been your official Odyssey Sports Match Day preview brought to you by Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Listen in ahead of each match day for the latest betting insights from Fanatics all tournament long.
All right, so I'm watching TV the other night and I see Evander Holyfield talking about Terra Origin creatine. My first thought was, hang on a second, that guy's in his 60s and he still looks better than me? That's a problem. So I started using Terra Origin creatine myself. It mixes easy, tastes great, and helps support strength and recovery, which at my age, just getting off the couch is basically an athletic event. So do yourself a favor. Check it out today and get 20% off your first order at TerraOrigin.com. That's 20% off your first order at TerraOrigin.com.
Operating engineers Local 825 are the men and women who make our region move. So whether it's roads, bridges, or our favorite team stadium, they build and maintain the critical transportation, water, and energy infrastructure we rely on. That's why their advocacy organization, ELEC, the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, fights for those priorities every day. That's ELEC, representing the signatory contractors and the hardworking men and women who build both New York and New Jersey.
When you own your own business, you need to keep things moving. Need to book a last-minute flight? Earn a $300 travel credit to cover that. Need to take a meeting before takeoff? Do it from the comfort of the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the club. Need to catch your breath before you board? Done. Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business, the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion, providing exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Summer's newest drink is here. Meet Super Light, a refreshing vodka plus aid canned cocktail with only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles. Whether you're hitting the green or kicking back with friends, Super Light is here to fuel the moment. Grab a variety pack or your favorite flavor at stores and bars near you. Must be 21 and over. Please drink responsibly.
You know that Big Bargain detergent jug is 80% water, right? It doesn't clean as well.
80% water? I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better clean, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated cleaning ingredients.
Oh, let me make an announcement.
Attention shoppers, if you want a real deal, try Tide Pods.
Stop paying for watered-down detergents. Pay for clean. If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Pods. Water content based on the leading bargain liquid detergent.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infinity QX65. An evenly matched fixture between South Korea and Czechia wraps up opening day play in Group A. Czechia rides a 6-match winning streak, while South Korea has won their last 2 friendlies by a combined 6-0 scoreline. They've advanced out of the group stage in 4 of their last 6 appearances and shocked Portugal in their last World Cup in 2022. I'm Mike Conti.
Our friends at Town Fair Tire remind you that at Town Fair Tire, you always get the guaranteed lowest price on name brand tires from Connecticut to Maine. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Talk sports with Craig Carton and Chris McMonagle on The Carton Show. Afternoons from 2 to 7 on WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York, and Odyssey Sports Station.
It's a magic trick. Because the Knicks won, there are a lot of things that you kind of gloss to the side, like officiating calls from the first half that pissed you off. You maybe mention it, but it doesn't have that same vitriol as you would have had if the Knicks lost. There's a lot of underrated things from a 29-point comeback. A lot of things that maybe are forgettable, but if they don't happen, you don't win the game. And believe it or not, in a series that I think the whistle has not been good for the New York Knicks, despite getting to the line more yesterday, they got the benefit of a call in the final minute and a half, and there will be a 2-minute report. And I'd be very surprised if they don't rule, hey, we screwed this one up. And that was when Vassell was called for being out of bounds under the basket with 1:02 left in the game. He didn't look anywhere near being out of bounds. And so that call, that miss, was huge. Now, right after that, Jalen Brunson had the shot clock violation, one of the rare Knicks turnovers in the second half. De'Aaron Fox missed a shot. Castle got the offensive rebound, went to the line. So there were a lot of things that happened after that because the Spurs regained the lead. But that was a big miss and a big moment in this game. Underrated. You forget about it. And Knicks fans, don't feel bad about it. You've had a lot of whistles go against you.
Yeah. I mean, they're not going to balance out because so many of these have gone against the Knicks. But at least it came somewhat back towards, equal with that one. Because the Knicks have not gotten any calls in any of the series.
You know what call really jumped out at me in the first half? Because I actually disagree with the masses who are saying that the overturn on Cat was a bad call. I think they got it right.
It was the right call.
It was the right call. Here's the miss that really boggled my mind. When Jose Alvarado in the first quarter was driving to the basket and he puts up either a floater or a lob, and Luke Cornett swats it away as it's coming down, and they don't call a goaltend.
Yeah.
And the assumption is, well, they thought it was a lob.
It doesn't matter. It was going to hit the rim.
Yeah, that was an egregious call.
And then meanwhile, Wemby, with all his tip backs, the ball's on the rim. He puts it back in the rim.
See, I thought that one they got right.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't think it was on the rim. But whatever. That's
right.
It was close.
I mean, the Knicks were immediately like, what are you doing?
Yeah, they were freaking out about it, but I think they were wrong in that case. I think in the goaltend call, I mean, that was just
right.
I don't know how you could rationalize that wasn't a goaltend. So you had a few of those. You had a few of those egregious ones. I think what was frustrating for the Knicks fan, why you heard so much negativity from the crowd, was because of the 2 fouls on Cat.
Yeah.
And they both were fouls, in my opinion. They're not egregious fouls, but they were fouls. And it changed the momentum of that first quarter, and it changed the way Mike Brown was going to play things.
Right. It's why it got away from the Knicks so early and why they needed a 29-point comeback win.
But ultimately, they did all of those things right in the fourth quarter. They pull off an incredible comeback. The numbers, the second half numbers between the Knicks and the San Antonio Spurs, I still can't get over. In the first half, the Spurs shot 60% from the field, 54% from three, and turned the ball over twice. In the second half, they shot 21% from the field.
21% from the field?
8 for 39, yeah. 18% from three, and they turned the ball over 9 times. The San Antonio Spurs in the second half of this game not only scored 30 points, which is unbelievable, fewer points than either the first or second quarter, but they had more turnovers than field goals made. James Harden says, "What's up?" That's the stat. Like, of all the stats, that's the one. It's like, how does that happen? 28 for 47 in the first half, 8 for 39 in the second half, 14 for 26 from three, 3 for 17 in the second half. 2 first half turnovers, 9 second half turnovers. Unbelievable.
Losing basketball.
That's right.
That's getting too loose. That's playing too free. That's believing that it's already done.
888-808-1019. Let's go to Harvey in Dix Hills. What's up, Harvey?
Hi. Bias versus bad officiating. In the NBA, do they use crews? Do they use the best official crews? Do they use the best officials? Number one. Number two is that San Antonio's been outscoring their opponents in the first quarter. Brown was asked, how are you going to react to that? He says, I'm going to increase physicality without fouling. How do you think he's going to do that? Have any ideas?
Well, it's a great answer because it's true. How do you, and I thought the Knicks actually did this, how do you get more physical without fouling?
Yeah.
Because we could talk about being more physical. You don't want to commit dumb fouls. Look at how it can change a game. I thought that the Knicks' continuous issues in the first quarter, it's not a roster thing. It's not a lineup thing. I thought we were past that. That was something we talked a lot about in February. I don't know if it's a focus thing. And that's weird to say about this team, but how else do you explain that they have faced double-digit deficits in the first quarter in every game of this series?
Yeah, they come out. Well, I think part of it is that the Spurs are, let's call it what they are. They're the best team in the Western Conference. They're not, this isn't like playing the Indiana Pacers who are racing to the bottom. This is a good team, right? They're young and they're inexperienced, and their coach is 39 and he's inexperienced as well. But this is a good team. They beat the defending champions, Oklahoma City Thunder, in the Western Conference Finals, and it wasn't easy. right? They had to find ways to win and come back and be resilient and all those important traits that you talk about for championship teams. So this is a good team. And in moments, they play really well. But in other moments, as you just alluded to in the second half, they just disappear because they're not mentally strong enough to push through when things start to go against them.
So your answer
is just that they're good.
Is just a compliment to the Spurs.
100%.
It's got to be more than that, though. Because the Spurs, yes, they're a very good team, but so are the Knicks.
No, yeah, but the Knicks.
They should be down double digits every first quarter.
Again, I said this earlier in the show. You go back a couple hours and rewind on the Odyssey app. If you go look at the shots, the Knicks were taking good shots. They were just missing them.
Right.
The Spurs were taking, I guess, okay shots. Some of them are just stupid because you don't take those shots, and they were making them. You just gave me the stat.
The Spurs were unconscious in the first half.
It's stupid.
No, it was crazy.
If they shoot at their regular level, they're not scoring 44 points in the first quarter. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it turns into a different game, and it's a much tighter, normal tight game. This one got away because the Spurs were unconscious in the first half.
Rick in Queens. Good afternoon, Rick.
Hey, guys. I had a dream. I had a dream that one day all of Knicks fans, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics would be able to sing those magical words. We won at last. We won at last. Thank God Almighty, we won at last.
That's very well done.
Rick, you are the man.
That was very well done. I was waiting for what the last line would be. I won at last.
Rick is the man.
We won at last. If they win an NBA championship, grown men will cry.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Let's go. This is a great question. Thomas in Staten Island. Thomas, the floor is yours.
Hey, so I have a theory that Mike Breen was ready to call a triple bang on that Jalen Brunson shot.
Oh.
Because
yes,
when Anunoby tipped in, he said it's good 3 times. And I never hear Mike Breen ever say anything 3 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, it's good, it's good, it's good. He said it 3 times. So I think he was ready to give out a triple bang right there.
I think it's a great possibility. We have made a big deal of the triple bang because Jalen and Josh asked Mike Breen a year and a half ago on their podcast, would you ever triple bang? And we played those clips a lot. And Mike said, yeah, if one of you guys, or the Knicks in general, hit a game-winning shot, and I think he said to win an NBA championship. But considering down by 29, 27 at the half.
You know, that was a game.
I don't know. That's a triple bang-worthy moment.
Even if it didn't win them the championship, it put them in position to win the championship because of the epicness, the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. It would have gotten a triple bang.
I think it would have to. And I think our caller makes a great point that the fact he said 3 times in a row, it's good, it's good, it's good. Is that what he said? Or it's in? You got that? Let's play that clip one more time. Wait, let me know when you have it. It's, of course, not the final call. And that's the other thing, real quick before you play it. If he triple bangs the Brunson 3 and then they lose, isn't that the ultimate waste of a triple bang?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Can you imagine that? Bang! And I wonder
if almost can't.
Yeah, would Breen be blamed if he whipped out a triple bang on the Brunson 3 and then they lost? I mean, I think he'd take crap for it.
I think even a double bang goes bad. It just sounds bad if they lose.
You know what? I'd have to look this up. He's only done about 10 or 11 double bangs in history.
Yeah.
I can't assume they've won every game or the team that he double banged for won every time. I can't make that assumption.
All right, we need to do research on that.
There would have to be some research. But anyhow, Here is that call that Mike Breen made of the Jalen missed 3 and the OG putback.
Anunoby will inbound. Nobody guarding the inbound pass. They might just go flat for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top, 1-on-1. Brunson gets it, fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone! It's gone! It's gone! With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's good. Bang! Bang! Yeah, if Brunson hits it, I'll say at the bare minimum, if Brunson hits that, you definitely get a double bang.
Definitely.
No question. That's a double bang moment. But the triple bang is what we're waiting for. And he said if they win a championship, well, keep an eye on Game 5.
Well, the Knicks are putting themselves in position to get a triple bang. Put it that way.
Yeah, but if they blow them out in Game 5, there's no triple banks.
That's a good
point. You need
point.
a close game in Game 5.
Right.
Let's go to Mike in Elmont, New York. Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, Ev, I wanted to tell you, like, you're not an agita guy. I am, and honestly, I would give, like, there's not any amount of blowouts in the world to win anything that can compare to that feeling last night. It's like the agita is totally worth it. It's just what sports is about. Like, I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. And honestly, how do you feel about that? Like the agita, of last night.
But believe it or not, and I swear to you, and I know this is going to make you think I'm a real sicko, I had a lot of agita last night. All right. I am rooting, obviously, on the other side, but I had a lot of agita last night. And I was sick the whole time. It was not enjoyable. Now, obviously, my ending wasn't your ending, but even if I got the happy ending.
Robert Kraft in attendance, Game 3.
Even if I got the preferable smiling ending.
Outcome.
The ups and the downs is painful. It is just, it really is. Like, looking back at moments in sports history that I've had, yeah, I look back happily at the Robin Ventura Grand Slam single, but did I love the fact that they went down before he got there? No, it was filled with agita. Didn't like that. So I know we're all different. Our last caller likes the agita, but I think it's also much easier to say that now that you won. I don't know if you're saying that if the Knicks would have lost. If you were on the other side of this, you calling up saying, hey, it didn't go well, but boy, those ups and downs are great.
No, it's you because you feel comfortable being up 3-1. And so it makes you feel good about what happened, as opposed to feeling pissed off and angry.
Absolutely.
If you had lost that
Changes
game.
things. Quick
100%.
break. We'll come back with more of your calls at 888-808-1019. That is the number. Contractors, when deadlines are tight, you need a supplier that moves like you do. Windorama keeps the Northeast's largest in-stock selection of Anderson windows, patio doors, and storm doors ready for same-day pickup or next-day delivery. Need custom assemblies? They build them in-house to keep your jobs on track. And with Rama Rewards for pros, earn up to 2% back, plus perks like free delivery. Windorama for pros. Your job, your deadline, your team. Visit windorama.com/4-pros to learn more.
And this portion of the program is sponsored by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. It's also sponsored by the Martin Tuckman School of Management at NJIT.
Save smarter and enjoy more with the great CD rates offered by Flushing Bank, a division of Ocean First Bank. Whether you're planning ahead or growing your savings, now is a great time to lock in a competitive rate. Visit flushingbank.com today. Member FDIC.
The World Cup is here, and NJIT, the #1 public university in New Jersey for alumni success, is putting you in the action. Track how loud your city is with the Fan Sentiment Hub built by NJIT's Martin Tuckman School of Management. Visit njit-worldcup.com.
I'm Pat Boyle, here to help you keep the books for Run Sports. Men's French Open semifinals and in a tournament full of upsets. How about one more? For world number 2, Sasha Zverev, there's no better opportunity for him to finally win his first Grand Slam, but I think the pressure gets to him. On the other side of the net is 20-year-old Jakub Menchik, fearless and wielding a huge serve in a big game. Menchik has a 4-3 record against top 5 players in his young career. He's equipped to pull off the upset tomorrow at more than 3-1. Menchik on the money line. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
So Ryan and I came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same-day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
BetMGM Sportsbook invites you to watch the World's Game in Hoboken. Head to the Pig and Parrot on Friday, June 12th, 2 hours before the USA takes the field against Paraguay for a special BetMGM watch party. Spin the wheel for a chance to win BetMGM swag and lock in your picks on the game with special promotions like 2-up early payout and a chance to win a share of $500,000 in bonus bets every time the USA scores a goal. Head over early to join the BetMGM watch party and be sure to stick around to watch an exciting game between the USA and Paraguay. Enjoy great food, great drinks, and great fun at BetMGM's USA Watch Party at the Pig and Parrot in Hoboken on Friday, June 12th. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For New Jersey, call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York and New Jersey only. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards and non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire in 7 days.
I'm Tyler Kolek, and I got my Lincoln right here at Lincoln of Queens. Smooth ride, no hassle. They even delivered it right to my door. When it's time to save, it's time to go to Lincoln of Queens. It's our employee pricing sale. You pay what we pay. Lease a 26 Nautilus for $563 a month.
36-month lease requires $58.20 due at sign-up. Excludes tax, title, and MV fees. See dealer for details. Expires July 6th.
Lincoln of Queens, where Queens goes. Go New York, go New York, go.
Want to stream the soccer matches while working from home? Your secret is safe with us. Verizon Mobile customers can switch to Fios Home Internet for just $20 a month, or get Fios and score 3 months of the Fox One perk on us. Then $15 a month to catch every match without blowing your cover. Visit Verizon.com to switch today. For new Fios customers with AutoPay, Mobile Plus Home, and bonus discount. Enrollment required. One offer per eligible account. Additional terms apply. Limited time offer.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Town Fair Tire honors any valid rebates, manufacturers or competitors' rebates. Yes, even any competitors' rebates. And we give you the guaranteed lowest price. Nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire.
This hour is brought to you by Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business, the business card that gives back all you put in.
Hey, this is Sal Licata. You know that when your AC fails, it's the worst. Make sure that doesn't happen by contacting my friends at Edison Heating and Cooling, New Jersey's air conditioning experts for decades. They're my go-to techs. They've done plenty of work on my house. I trust these guys to do a great job. And by the way, if your AC unit is over 15 years old, you're wasting your money. Get a new high-efficiency AC system right now. You'll save money and stay cooler. Go to EdisonHVAC.com. That's EdisonHVAC.com.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Hi, this is John Starks. At John Starks Kia, we don't play games. No gimmicks, no tricks, no hidden fees, no surprises, and no money down. See you at John Starks Kia in Queens.
Get the scuttlebutt on your favorite team, the Fan, on the Odyssey, iHeart, and TuneIn apps.
The Fan Focus is presented by Chef IQ. Watch the game, not the grill. Get your gear at chefiq.com. Mets underway at Citi Field. They're already up 3-1. Bo Bichette, Jared Young with a pair of first-inning home runs. No Yankee baseball tonight. We do get Game 5 of the Stanley Cup. Golden Knights playing the Hurricanes at 8 p.m. Series even at 2 games apiece. And Disclosure Day is out in theaters. Go see it.
I was thinking in my head this morning, there's so many thoughts. Luckily, we have another show tomorrow because there's a lot more to get to. Mm-hmm. How do you compare this comeback versus the one against Cleveland in Game 1? And it's so different yet so similar. Like, the Cleveland one wasn't a blowout throughout. Like, we forget that.
Right.
But they were down by a bigger margin in the fourth quarter later. They were down by 22 with 7.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, that one felt like it was daunting.
That was more significant because this one was 20 with 9 minutes to go. So you had more time left, and the deficit wasn't as big.
But the ending felt the same. It was the Cleveland Cavaliers not being able to make shots or taking ill-advised shots. The Knicks playing with ridiculous pace and urgency, so they were getting more shot opportunities, and ultimately they were clutch. So it was similar in that regard, but the circumstances were very different.
Yeah, which is why, now I was in the building for the Cleveland one. I wasn't in the building for this, and I don't know if that changes things.
Mm-hmm.
My emotions in terms of shock factor, and you shouldn't be shocked about anything, it's the NBA, but just comparing the two. I am much more surprised by last night than I was game one, despite the fact that it was a bigger deficit with a shorter period of time left in the Cleveland game.
I just felt like last night you got more realistic in the third quarter, right? It got to within 15.
Even if they expanded it back to 20, you're right.
Right. It just felt like, all right, this is really like a 15-point lead.
But you know what I think the difference was, and maybe this is a mental thing? The fact that the Spurs dominated them from jump.
No, you're right.
Like, that was not the case in the Cleveland game. They were both kind of ugly in that game.
I think with Cleveland, you also never felt like this is an elite team. They have an elite player who can dominate you at any moment.
No doubt. As good as Donovan Mitchell is.
Yeah.
I also think the other part of this is...
It felt like he was playing hurt the whole series, Donovan Mitchell. It never felt like he was going to be peak, I can score 40 Donovan Mitchell.
That Knick comeback felt flawless. The Knicks somehow came back last night. While late, Jalen Brunson was turning the ball over like Eli versus Minnesota. Josh Hart had the moment at the rim. Like, I know all these... there were moments last night where you're like, they're still coming back, and yet it feels like there's every other possession is something has gone wrong.
And stop right there. I think the moment where you start to say, like, I'm a skeptic, right? I'm the guy who before the series said they're losers don't win. When they win, I'll believe it. I feel that way about the teams I root for too, and people were pissed, but it's honestly how I feel. The moment where I think in my head I said things are different is that Josh Hart missed a bunny and they still won.
All right.
Because Josh Hart is the best at the one-man fast break in this league. I've pointed it out, and the numbers are the numbers. Like, Josh Hart at the basket, he's as good as anybody.
Yeah, he got caught between, it's like
a dunk and a layup.
Was his knee buckled a little bit, so he didn't get the lift that he wanted to.
Right.
And he's going two-hand dunk, and he's like, oh, crap. I just got to let it go.
But the fact he missed that, which had a chance to live in Knicks history the way other horrible moments do. We mentioned it at the top, the Charles Smith Memorial, John Starks in Game 7. Take whatever negative moment you want. That was going to be right there. And they won anyway. And I think, at least for me, as one individual who's I'll believe it when I see it guy, and hopefully I'll get this moment with one of the teams I root for, the fact that they overcame that may be the sign of they're breaking it.
Yeah.
They're breaking the drought.
Yeah, it's happening.
Sometimes you got to overcome major things. And Josh knew it. I give him a lot of credit because in the postgame he said, thank you to my teammates for bailing me out. He knows that, unfortunately, as good of a Knick as he is, that was going to be a moment that's tough to shake.
Right.
Carlos Beltran was a great Met. No one can forgive him for the strikeout. And it's unfair, but it is. Josh Hart, very different but similar. Wonderful Knick. But you can't miss that in the lose the game.
But it's also not the ending of the game.
It isn't. And they took the lead again. I get it. But sometimes life ain't fair.
No, it's true.
C.J. Watson. I'll just throw that out there for the 5 people that get it. Let's go to Matthew in Mount Kisco. What's up, Matthew?
Fellas. Listen, if I don't get evicted from my apartment for how loud I screamed last night, I don't know what the heck is kicking me out. But listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, and when I saw the turnaround as soon as the first half ended, I don't know, I forgot what happened. The first half ended. They showed Wemby walking to the tunnel. Wemby looked absolutely gassed. Like, he looked like he was gasping for air. And in my head, I was like, if this is the run that I believe the Knicks are on, they're gonna attack that man. And if you watch the entire game, man, they've been pushing, shoving, and as I'm not an athlete, but I know having to catch a balance, being pushed, trying to fight strength, that completely gasses you out. And from that moment on, I was like, yeah, the Knicks are about to do, they might do it. And I'm watching, and yo.
Yeah, it's interesting what you're talking about because you'd see like Jose Alvarado when he was in the game. We talked about him a little bit in his important role. Like, he's in the post sometimes. Now, he's obviously he's defending Wemby in the post, but he's given every bit of energy.
Yeah.
And I think the reason you do that is because Jose Alvarado is most likely not going to get called for a foul for like bodying Wemby
because he's 2 feet shorter.
Exactly. He's not. You're not going to say, "Oh, he's overpowering him." He's preventing him. He's not preventing him from doing anything.
Right.
He's just being a little pest and annoying Wemby and reaching around and grabbing his leg and tripping him and doing all these other things to make him have to work to get to the position he wants to get to. Like that's good coaching.
Yeah,
and that's smart basketball from a small guy on a big guy.
Wemby played more minutes than anybody in the first half. That includes Knicks players. That includes Spurs players. So it's like him wearing down, you could see. I guess where I didn't agree with our last caller, he turned out to be right. If he's telling the truth, is at 27 down at the half, did I think the Knicks were going to go on a run? Yeah.
Of course. They always go on a run.
Yeah.
Did I get it every game?
No doubt. Did I think it was going to get really interesting? Yeah. Like the game I play sometimes is how close will they get it? And the number I came up with was 8. Like I thought they would get it to single digits. It would get to 8 with 4 or 5 minutes to go.
That sounds about right.
And then they'd run out of gas.
That's about right.
It's not the comeback. It's the fact that they completed the comeback.
You know what it is they don't run out of gas.
Right.
They're like a hybrid. Like they run out of gas and they still got their electric charge going.
Right.
I mean, it's actually you marvel at it.
Especially Jalen. Jalen Brunson played every second but 10 seconds of the second half, which is not normally something he does. He usually sits early part of the fourth quarter, but because of the deficit, because of the urgency, Mike Brown said to little Jalen Brunson, I didn't mean that in like some negative light. He's smaller than most.
We were just talking about comparisons to Wemby.
Exactly.
He feels little.
He said to Jalen, go play 24 minutes in the second half, and he did. He played 23 minutes and 50 seconds. That's what he did. Let's go to Carrie in Sayreville. Carrie.
Tiki, I owe you an apology for all the things I was texting you last night.
You were
sorry. I don't really have much of a voice.
You were bad. You were in a bad place. I almost needed to send
a
psychiatrist or something.
Not lying. That was unbelievable and indescribable in so many ways. I have to go to work and I have no voice. Not sure how it's going to work, but that was. I don't know. I don't think my feet touched the ground.
I'm sure your employer will forgive you.
Yeah, they understand.
It's worth it today. Yeah. I don't think in that fourth quarter, I don't think my feet ever touched the ground, except for maybe when my whole body hit the ground when Josh Hart missed that layup / dunk / whatever it is he was trying to do. I think I hit the floor there. But other than that, I think I was literally just one constant jump and hugs. There was hugs and crying and tears.
Well, I'm glad you got to experience it. I'm glad because I was telling Evan earlier, you kept saying, I've seen this story before. This has happened before. And then when I woke up this morning.
I really have.
I know, but when I woke up this morning, I had to troll you and say, Carrie, you've never seen this story.
No,
before.
Not this story. Not this one.
I deserve the L. Yes. I will tattoo that L to my chest if it means the team and I could be wrong all the time.
Here's the real question, Carrie, because it takes a lot to beat the loser out of you. The loser is still in me. As an IBO, I thought overcoming the Josh Hart miss is the moment where I say, okay, they're going to overcome this. Mm-hmm. Are you prepared up 3-1 as one of those negative roller coaster fans to say, I believe we're going to win this thing? Are you now fully believing?
I'm chugging the Kool-Aid. We're winning this thing. After that,
they turned Carrie.
Solidified it for me.
I get it.
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all in. I want to be on the float in the parade.
Thank you, Carrie.
I don't know.
She was Spurs in 6, by the way.
No, I know. She agreed with me when I came on the radio and said, look, I'm sorry, I can't shake the fact that you're the Knicks and you're not going to overcome this. I wonder, because I'm hearing this from Kerry and others, that last night's enough to say, that's it. We're not losers anymore. Yeah. We're going to overcome this. I don't know if I'll ever get to that with a team where there'll be a moment before they win where I say, you know what, I'm in. I believe.
One of your teams.
Yeah, one of my teams. Right. Because I'm saying it as an IBO. Hey, I now believe you can overcome this.
Right.
The loser sticker that's attached to you.
You just keep seeing it. The Knicks keep finding ways.
Yeah.
So it's not whether you believe it or not. You just have to accept that this is who they are and that they can overcome this this LOL Knicks thing that persisted forever. It hasn't been around for half a decade now, but still, it's something that doesn't fully get alleviated until you win a championship.
No doubt. If you consume our show on YouTube, you would notice that Tiki and I have been giving each other very strange looks without talking about it because it's an afterthought. But I will at least explain that the weird looks we're giving to each other is how the Mets went down 1-0, took a 3-1 lead, and then Christian Scott imploded and gave up 3 runs, and now they're down 4-3 in the second
Right,
inning.
this is an all-home run game that we're watching right now.
5 home runs.
Right, the Cardinals got away, the 2-run home run that they just gave up because I don't know how that ball was fair, but they called it fair down the third base line.
Oh, the double, yeah.
The double down the third base line, and then a home run. I think that's the second of the game, isn't it?
Dude, there's been 5 home runs in the game.
Who hit the second one?
3 from St. Louis, Alec Burleson in the first, Lars Nootbaar in the second, and then Jimmy Crooks just hit a home run.
Right, Crooks.
And the Mets got 2, one from Bo Bichette and one from Jared Young. So in the top of the second inning, there's been an inning and a half of baseball.
Right.
There's been 7 outs.
7 outs.
There's 5 home runs. So that's why Tiki and I have been giving each other bizarre looks.
Like,
and oh, by the way, I'm scoring the game.
Right. What the hell is going on over there in Citi Field?
Garbage. That's what's going on. Let's go to Al in Winfield Park, New Jersey. What's up, Al?
How you doing, guys? Good afternoon to you. I apologize if you spoke about this already, but 2 things on the final inbound pass. Genius move by Towns to secretly tell those 2 fans to crowd Harper on the inbound. I don't know if everybody saw it. I'm sure they did. But also, too, on the inbound pass, it looks like they didn't start the play clock until the Spur made contact, but it should have started as soon as it was tipped by Towns. That could have had a huge effect. It almost would have made it null and void on the final shot.
You know,
but it was hard to tell if that play clock started exactly.
That's a
but
good
I'll guarantee
point.
You, they didn't see it at the table.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
Sort of replay.
I didn't think about that. As soon as it touches anybody's hand, the clock should start.
That was
that's interesting. I gotta go look at that now.
Underratedly big play by Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Karl Anthony Towns' game is defined by foul trouble and then finally scoring points in the fourth quarter, which he finally was able to do.
His first 3 points happened.
Yeah, finally happened. But that little tip, may have been the difference.
Just the tip.
Between an all-time agonizing loss. Because think about the emotions of today. If everything plays out the same, except the Spurs win it at the buzzer.
Right.
Except there's a breakdown and there's an easy dunk, and that's how you lose. Like everything else is the same. Everything else goes exactly the same way. Wemby misses free throws. OG's got the tip in. Everything plays out. What are we saying today? And that's why every little thing matters in a game like this, including the contributions of the not known for defense, Karl Anthony Towns, doing that on the inbounds pass. Very quick break. We'll come back with more of your calls, more of your reaction. It's been a very reaction-y kind of day. If you've missed any of the show today, you could rewind it on the free Odyssey app, 888-808-1019.
A season like we've never experienced once again produced magical moments as what began as a Madison Square massacre turned into a Madison Square miracle, with the Knicks completing the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. They are now 1 win away from completing a dream season and will look to close it out on the road Saturday night in San Antonio. Will they bring a championship back home to New York? The latest breaking Knicks news, the biggest Knicks opinions, and the most trusted voices delivering them all live here. Your home for New York sports is 101.9 FM, WFAN.
The finals are here and both teams are set, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. New York is currently trading at 30% to win it all, meaning a $100 trade pays out over $340 if they take down the title. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market. No house, no odds makers, and the odds move. You can buy in or out anytime. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code CMAC. That's code CMAC to get $10 when you trade 10. KALSHI Kalshi. Trade on anything. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
The savings are coming!
Wow! He showed up just in time.
It's America's 250th birthday. We're celebrating a month early at Nielsen Dodge.
By giving you freedom of choice. Save up to $250 off service. Save up to $250 off accessories.
With leases for $250 or under.
Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S 4-door 4x4, just $249 a month. Leased with loyalty for just $229 a month.
There's always zero down payment. The credit help you need. More savings with your trade-in.
And of course, great deals. For leases $250 or under, hurry to Route 10 in East Hanover. Online at nielsendodge.com.
At Nielsen Dodge.
Make this the summer event.
With approval, term 36-24 months, due at sign, everyone $58.44 with loyalty $58.24. Add tax tag $4.98 dock and DMV fees. See dealer for details.
Right now, you can grab a full breakfast at Dunkin' for $6. That's 2 wake-up wrap sandwiches and a medium hot or iced coffee, all for $6. It's quick, easy, and covers your whole morning, all in one stop. Did I mention it's filling and delicious? It's a full breakfast. It's a great value, and it just makes mornings easier. So next time you're at Dunkin', don't overthink it. Order the Dunkin' $6 meal deal. No substitutions. Participation in times may vary. Offer price varies in California and Hawaii. Limited time offer cannot be combined with other offers. Exclusions and terms apply.
Paramount Plus presents UFC at the White House. Tune in live on Sunday, June 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for a once-in-a-lifetime event. Headlined by 2 can't-miss championship bouts. Stream every fight live from the iconic White House lawn with 1 subscription. And head to ParamountPlus.com to get started.
Hey, Boomer Esiason here. You know, in the game, you always need a backup plan, and your phone is no different. A second line from Red Pocket Mobile is perfect for side gigs, keeping your work and personal numbers separate, and just staying connected without the big carrier price tag. Starting at just $10 a month, you get your choice of 3 major 5G networks with no contracts or credit checks. Red Pocket Mobile, your new ultimate cell carrier.
Bring the flavor to the World Soccer Championship with Crush Orange Soda. Bursting with bold citrus flavor, Crush is the perfect pick for every match, highlight, and game-winning goal. Make every match even sweeter. Crush Orange Soda is available now at your local ShopRite.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with the toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge. Big props to this team.
Some decisions are a win-win, like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business, the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you own a business, you've heard it all. From fast funding to easy approvals, everyone says the same thing. LendSeek is different. We show you what you actually qualify for. LendSeek's AI-enabled platform matches you with funding options with no guesswork. Up to $5 million in as fast as 24 hours. If you've been in business over a year, doing at least $50,000 per month, apply for free with zero out-of-pocket costs and access to over 100 lenders. Start ready, stay ready. Lendseek.com. LENDSEEK.com.
Talk New York sports here. The Fan.
Oh, what a day. Just your normal Thursday. The New York Knicks are a win away from an NBA championship. The last time we were this close to a Big Four team winning a championship is when the Giants actually did it in the Super Bowl. Because when the Rangers were in the Cup and the Devils were in the Cup and the Yankees obviously in the 2024 World Series and the Mets in the 2015 World Series, none of those teams were this close. In fact, none of these teams were anywhere close when you think about what happened in the championship round that season. And here we stand, because we're standing, or here you sit, one win away from an NBA title. Saturday night in San Antonio may be the night, And I remind you of this. I said this at the beginning of the series, and I include the Knicks when I talk about the Cubbies and the Red Sox and even the Cleveland Cavaliers as breaking a long drought.
Mm-hmm.
The White Sox, too. All those droughts were broken on the road. Every single one of them.
And something epic had to happen?
And something epic did happen in the course of that series. Cleveland obviously went on the road in the Bay Area against the Warriors. The Cubs won in Cleveland against the then Indians. The Red Sox won in St. Louis. The White Sox won in Houston. So maybe the signs are aligned that it will happen Saturday night in San Antonio, Texas.
You know what drought wasn't broken on the road?
Go ahead. The Rangers.
The 1994 New York Rangers in a Game 7 after having a 3-1 lead.
That's right. That's right. That fully can't happen, though I did mention the 3-1 equivalence. But if they do the 3-1 equivalence, it would have to be on the road.
Oh, that's true, too.
That is true, too.
Everybody needs a nap now.
What was that?
Everybody needs a nap now.
I think you need a nap. You were at Citi Field last night.
I was. Packed house.
Yeah, we'll have more information on that tomorrow. I figured today was not the right day, but Sean did a man on the street, really accosting Knicks fans and asking why they were at a Met game wearing Knicks stuff when the Knicks are playing in the NBA Finals.
It's a pretty interesting social experiment devised by Evan and Sean.
That's what we know. That's exactly what it was, because Sean for years, and this is long before he was even working with us on his old show with DA, would always go nuts about, how can you be wearing this when you're at that event and they're playing in the Stanley Cup? Like,
right. How are you a Knicks fan here?
Right. And it's a fair point. It's a fair question. He's always fought with people on social media about it. So I said to him, we should do it. Like, just do it for a change. Like, go out there and ask him. So I gave him my tickets last night. I couldn't go to Mets Cardinals. And he was there. And he was asking people. And think about this. By the time the Knicks game started, the Mets were getting blown out.
And plenty of people were still there watching it.
It's like, why are you staying then?
It's great. And I have not heard the results. He apparently interviewed a bunch of different people. I want to be surprised on the air like you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that is a big one for tomorrow. What time you want to do that? 12 o'clock?
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
No, 12 o'clock noon action?
Nice. Then we'll have some lunch after.
That's right.
That's perfect.
The whole day's figured out. There's something else I want to do tomorrow. And I'm going to give you a preview because I want people to think about it. Can you pull up the clip labeled today's date and caller? Tell me when you have that ready.
Caller, I have it.
So a guy called in to Boomer and Gio.
Today.
Mm-hmm. And it was an amazing question. But I also realized, let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. It just happened. And I think with tomorrow being an off day, there is no Knicks basketball. Today's like the reaction. Tomorrow's the perfect day to like answer this question. So I want you to think about this. Give it the night. And this is a homework assignment for the audience as well. I want you to listen to this caller's question. Don't answer it now.
Okay.
Maybe debate it amongst your friends, and we'll have a better conversation tomorrow. Look at this. Tomorrow's show's all planned out.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not like we're going to talk about the crappy Mets. You want to hear about that? Rico Brilliant out at 9:30 live on YouTube. Anyhow, listen to this caller's point.
They need to finish this, but when they do, that OG putback is going to be remembered more than the David Tyree helmet catch, Reggie Jackson's 3 consecutive home runs, Bill Buckner's miss, Mike Richter's penalty shot save on Pavel Bore, Jimmy Larris's 3-run home run against Mark Walters in '96, and Don Larson's 56-game perfect game in the World Series. It's going to be the most remembered play in New York sports history.
Wow. That's a mouthful. And I want you to digest it. It was very similar to what you ended up doing as your Cinco of your lifetime. That guy suggested this morning on Boomer and Gio that moment last night, OG's play will be the most memorable moment in New York sports history. And there's a lot there.
Yeah.
And by the way, that caller missed a few. Like the Bobby Thompson home run you mentioned by shot heard around the world.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Miracle Mets of 69.
Not enough of us were alive, though. I think
he mentioned Don Larson's perfect game.
Yeah, but that just lives in lore.
Matteau.
No, did he mention Matteau?
No, he did not.
He mentioned Richter's save, though.
He did.
So he did mention that. All right, so I want you to think about that. We'll further discuss tomorrow. Vinny is in Lindenhurst. Hey, Vinny.
Well, right along those lines, Brunson drains that 3. He's the king of New York. You guys talked about this a week or 2 ago. He's the king, but he doesn't. Which, side note, if he doesn't, or he does, and that leaves more time on the clock for them to come back and tie it maybe. But anyway, I think overall he will not be remembered as the king of New York. The Knicks themselves, this year's team will be. I don't see Brunson standing out as the king of New York because he hasn't done it yet. If he did it last night, yes, but he didn't.
Yeah, I think so much will depend on what happens in the closeout game. Whichever one it is, assuming the Knicks win. I'm not going to put the ring on their finger yet.
Right.
But assuming they win, what does he do in that closeout game? If he scores 40, he'll go down as the king of New York. Now, he might not win the MVP. Well, that could still be OG.
King of New York is a subjective thing that
it's just how you feel.
Have screwed around with.
Right.
The MVP right now, I don't see how OG doesn't win it.
I agree. If the Knicks win the series, OG statistically, and just eye test wise.
Yes, statistically, he got to the point. So when I brought up OG after 2 games, the stats were good, but they were still a tough battle.
Right, you still felt the eye test.
Yes,
was Cat.
Yeah,
Jalen Brunson.
Well, I thought the eye test was OG Anunoby, but I understood the pushback that you gave and others gave. I think OG's last 2 games have made him undeniable the MVP. I don't think anyone's arguing it.
Right, you score 33 and have the game-winning on a crashing the board, your only offensive rebound of the game, tip back. That's epic.
And also, the numbers are now amazing. He's shooting 55% from the field. I think 44% from 3. Jalen Brunson's stats in the NBA Finals are not good. And as of right now, and I brought this up when we initially talked about this, if he won the MVP, he'd have the lowest shooting percentage of anyone that's ever won the Finals MVP. Wow. Now, this is a debate that we should probably hold off on until they win. But the point is, right now, and I don't know what the betting market says because I can't make this bet in New York. I think that's more of a Jersey thing. See if you could pull up these numbers before we sign off. What are the current betting odds on Finals MVP? I can't see how OG wouldn't be the prohibitive favorite based on his performance, based on his stats, based on the eye test, and now based on the undeniable big-time plays he made in the final minutes of yesterday's game. I don't know how he's not the favorite.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
He? I mean, it's probably still Bronson, to be honest with you.
How?
Just because that just feels like what
doesn't matter. He's not.
But it feels like what it should be.
Right now, Jalen Brunson is still the favorite.
There you go.
Minus 120.
But
OG Anunoby's the second favorite, plus 250.
Yeah.
That's insanity to me.
But it's a reality.
But it's not reality. If you've watched a series, I don't know how anyone could say that. And it's not a knock on Jalen. Jalen is still great. He's still incredibly clutch. He has been very clutch.
Yeah.
But overall, you're looking at the big picture. And let's not forget
he did score 36 last night and have 7 assists.
Did he block the Aaron Fox with the game on the line?
No, but
did he do that?
He was fantastic last night.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm saying OG's the MVP. And I'm not, I shouldn't be that crazy about this, but
several people have tweeted at both you and I their betting slips for OG Anunoby, and they're getting significant cash out offers. Asking for your advice on cashing out, by the way.
I cash out because I don't trust people.
Okay.
I would cash out because who votes on MVP again? I think it's a few writers, if I'm not mistaken.
It's like a select pool of them, right?
Yeah, I don't trust them.
Yeah.
Because of what Tiki's saying. Well, it's Jalen Brunson. It's Jalen Brunson. It's Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, it feels like it's Jalen Brunson, but it's not.
It's not.
It's OG.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, before this becomes a thing, Steph Curry did not win the Finals MVP before Durant got there in 2015. He didn't win it. It wasn't him.
No,
that's
he didn't,
okay.
He didn't win it till Durant was gone. Wasn't Clay gone? No, Clay won that last.
Clay was there. Yeah.
Yeah. So it basically, he didn't win it till his last championship.
Yeah, his last one when he was old.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter in terms of his legacy. It doesn't matter towards King of New York. None of that. And in fairness, and I don't even think Sean would do this. If the Yankees win a World Series and Aaron Judge isn't the World Series MVP, I know it's a different sport and it's different in that regard. I don't think anyone would make a big deal of it. They'd say you won the World Series.
And how did you get there to begin with? How did you even have your team in a position where somebody else could win the MVP? Jalen Brunson carried him. He would be the king.
Okay. Look, I appreciate your classiness because I was about to ask you, is there a small part of you hoping OG wins just so that that's a little nut in your argument?
No, I got to be consistent. I can't be looked at as a clown. Jalen Brunson carried him here. Let's stop.
And you know what else? Even if Jalen isn't the MVP of this series, it's not as if he's been a non-factor. Right. Like, has he struggled at times? Absolutely. Has his shooting been weighed? All that's all true, but it's not like you still don't rely on him in late in games. He has still made so many big plays and big moments that put themselves in a position to be one win away from an NBA championship. That is a weird sentence to say.
It is. It is, and it's crazy because halfway through last night, you were just thinking, all right, it's a series. It's a 3-game series. How can you get this thing give back an advantage? By the way, you heard Craig saying this. Craig and Big Mac were saying this on
they gave up.
They gave up
They
at
flat
halftime.
out were breaking it. It's over.
They were making it into the 3-game series. Let's just go get another one on the road like they did in games 1 and 2 and try to win this thing in 6.
I will give WFAN and Craig and Big Mac so much credit for this. The beauty of their YouTube show is Craig can't come on today and deny he didn't give up.
Of course, because he did it.
It's there now.
We saw it.
I stayed quiet last night, right? I didn't tweet. I didn't do anything. No one knows how I actually felt. I can make it up. I can lie to you. I have not. I've been perfectly honest. But the beauty of checking in is you hear everything. Well, they're coming up next. You'll get more details on their feelings about what was an incredible, you'll never forget it, moment and game last night at Madison Square Garden as the New York Knicks go up 3-1, complete the greatest comeback in playoff history, finals history, and they're a win away from a championship. If you've missed any of today's show, rewind it on the free Odyssey app. Check out our YouTube program. And later tonight, if you're interested in the Mets, I'll do a Rico at about 9:30. I'm not kidding. After disclosure day. Enjoy the rest of your day on WFAN. We're back tomorrow at 10 a.m.
This is an Odyssey Sports Minute.
The New York Knicks staged the largest comeback in NBA Finals history, erasing a 29-point deficit to defeat the San Antonio Spurs 107-106 in Game 4. Jalen Brunson dropped 36 points, and OG Anunoby tipped the game winner in with 1.2 seconds left to give New York a commanding 3-1 series lead. Unbelievable. I'm Addie Bates.
The final is here and both teams are set, and now you can trade every game on Kalshi. Last week, New York was trading at 54% to beat San Antonio, meaning a $100 trade could pay out over $186 if they take the title. Want to know what they're at today? Check Kalshi. On Kalshi, you're trading against other people in a live market, and as the odds move, you can buy in or out anytime. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code UPDATE to get a $10 credit when you